take it. People are just doing are like, what the fuck is going on?
Demonetized.
You act like we had money.
Money.
Got any money?
I want your money.
Ian puts back his Oscar for best dance number by a statuette. So anyway,
We have a special guest tonight.
Yeah, you're special,
Nate?
all right?
Oh, I didn't say I'm special. I was saying Ben.
well, I'm always
No. You're talking about you. We heard you.
Oh, that's so sweet. You say I'm special. That's so nice.
Special.
Special ed. Welcome to the show, everybody. So,
Welcome. Welcome.
what's everybody been up to this week?
Oh,
I've been.
this and that.
Just jacking it.
We've been asking about what we want to what we're drinking tonight.
I don't give a fuck.
Put a lot of work into it.
Soda Talk with Frank and Ian.
You know you wanted to play it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I have my two faves here, the Fanta and the Baja Blast here. Both real good.
Which
Got
one's
some
Bay?
water. What?
Which one's Bay?
Which one's Bay?
Which one's your
Oh.
waifu?
The
Yeah.
well, the Fanta is
Happy
like,
waifu, happy life.
well, the Baja Blast is like the wife, and then the Fanta is like the mistress. You know, it's the new hotness. And then you have the water, which is just like that's just normal jerking off. You know.
So it's MFK, huh?
Yeah.
What?
You know, one of them you marry, one you kill, one you.
Oh.
How about you,
Back on this
Franklin?
bullshit. What am I drinking on? Well, I went to Taco Bell for the first time in a couple weeks. Was disappointed because they got rid of my nacho fries.
Nacho fries.
What?
Not no one's fries, no more. And I finished off I just finished off a spiked lemonade, and now I got a surge in here to help me
Surge.
through. And then I'm sure after like part of the show's over, I'll be forced to crack open this voltage.
Yeah, I had a red Mountain Dew, and Nate got all excited. He's like, "Ooh, is that Sangria Blast?" I'm like,
No, man.
no, we're not that lucky. We're lucky
Yeah,
enough to
they
get.
couldn't bring
fucking
both of them
Baja
back like
Blast.
permanent. Like they had to do that decision. Which one's coming back? Code Black or whatever the fuck was called, the Pitch Black,
Pitch
or Tussin Dew. That's not my favorite.
Right.
Scissor goo.
You're drinking the Baja Blast, Nate's.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nothing new there. Nate said he's cutting back on the pop, though, huh?
I am.
Oh, me
It was a
too.
Yeah, cutting back. Hey, soda.
I just said fuck it. I need to go grocery shopping, or else I would have stayed at home and made my own dinner. But I made ramen without eggs the other night, and I need the eggs.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you drinking, Ben? You were chowing on something before. Is that from the 2 years ago or whatever?
No, that's a recent one. It
I
doesn't.
remember he's like, yeah, I still have this Baja Blast from last year.
The case doesn't say limited edition.
Yeah, that's the only difference. The black stripe across the top doesn't say limited edition. It's just black stripe. I'm like, okay. Maybe they didn't want to put that up there. They're like, maybe people keep buying this shit. I'm like, yes.
If you just kept it for sale. I remember when they announced that Pitch Black one, they're like, you can now get it in stores. I said, well, you've been able to get it in stores since the last time it came out because nobody buys it.
Yeah, you could get it at a gas station. No one wants that nasty shit.
Whoa, you take that back.
I will
Wait,
not,
wait,
sir.
wait. Are you talking about pitch black?
Yes.
Oh, never
Tussin.
mind.
Yes. Tussin.
Robitussin, you mean?
No, Tussin. The drink. Redneck Tussin.
The Tussin, the Robo Tussin.
Fucking chug-a-luggin'. I was gonna wear that shirt tonight, Ben. I figured I didn't know how I was gonna be sitting, and I figured you wouldn't get the full effect if you just saw the top of the Boba Fett head, and then Doug would come on and go, "What the fuck's on your shirt?" You know. And I'm like, "Oh no, sweat just like yours."
You turned to Kevin Smith now? Is that what's going on?
Robo Tussin. No, I'm not losing weight, dog.
Got to get that better camera angle of Doug while he's in the stall. In the bathroom stall.
I just got done getting these gains.
I will say this. I admire him for trying, you know?
He just likes the whole the wrestling, the whole culture of it.
I'd go to the gym, but I already wake up at 5 and don't go to bed till 11 o'clock. When the fuck would I fit it in?
Right. You can't even
I'll
play
work out
video
in my
games
sleep.
sometimes.
I'm doing jumping jacks in bed.
I work out.
I changed the toilet paper downstairs when I was half awake this morning, and I came in this afternoon after work, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't put the thing on the roll. I just sat it on top of the old." Whoops!
You do.
I just put a new roll on top of the old one. I didn't take the old one out.
Yeah.
I work out.
So, I guess the guests can go first. You need to put a drop in there like, what you doing?
Yeah.
So
Did you get the other drops I sent you?
Get that thing
saw
I
the
sent
email,
you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
On Google, there's Experience Today's Doodle in virtual reality.
Doodle. Experience a doodle or your doodle?
Yeah.
Well, I always experience my doodle.
Guys.
Your noodle doodle?
Okay, so what has Ben been up to, Mr. Guest?
What have I been up to? Mostly planning for my next trip to Canada. So I'm going up for this year's quick draw animation lockdown. So.
Oh, snap.
Another 8-hour road trip with my girlfriend on our anniversary. So fun times.
So what you're saying is you will no longer be with her at the end of it.
What? Oh, we don't. It's a nice time. Like the only problem we had last time was that we started like after 4 in the evening. So by the time we got there, we were both just dead tired. We're like, we just want to go lay down, go sleep, go night. So.
Gotcha. What else you been up to, Ben?
What's that? Insert description.
In this description, what?
Insert Canadian description.
Yeah, what's that about?
So anyway, yeah, I've been getting ready for that, doing other stuff in the office, trying to figure out what all I'm going to be doing with my YouTube channel and other things when I get back. So,
what
yeah.
YouTube channel? You can't. YouTube doesn't want it. You can't do anything with YouTube anymore. There might not be a YouTube after a few years.
Oh no, what's the latest scandal that's been rocking the YouTubes? The adpocalypse? Or the post monetization? Or what's the current YouTube mama drama?
I don't know, just name a section of YouTube and it's like there's a problem with it,
Yeah, customer service or lack of the monetization. You got to have 1 billion viewers or you can't be on. The fuck kind of elite club is that? It used to be anybody with an internet connection you could be a partner, and then we'll throw ads, and they're like, the
Well,
sponsors don't want to throw the
It
money.
used to be invite only, and then it became anybody. So
Yeah,
And they're making it. They pretty much they've like showed you that they don't really want like they don't want new people in there. They just want what they want.
Well, I was reading an article about it. They were talking about, there's been all kinds of drama the past year with like that Logan Paul thing and,
Yeah.
and then that whole thing with the videos for kids and, yeah, it's like, well, it is what it is. It's like at this point they're too big to leave, but, I realized like the idea of YouTube is kind of rooted in that stage of the internet back when like anybody can share videos, and now it's like you see the reality of that. It's like, oh, that's how you get poop cultists who tell people to take fermented cabbage water to cure all, and
How about that on the radio?
yeah, and yeah, it's like it's like it's a nice idea if we lived in that world, but it's like
It's a nice idea.
I watched a documentary about the groups in like India where they go through and they have to moderate and decide like, oh no, there's a picture of a penis, no, can't have that, oh no. Yeah, it's like that's gotta be tough, man, to have human eyes have to go through that, just all that video that's just going up. It's like you can't you have to automate it to some degree, but
Well, like I just installed my for the first time. I finally installed a Twitch app.
Oh, you mean you haven't been watching the Bob Ross marathons on Twitch?
No,
Oh man, you've been missing out.
I've been missing out.
You could be watching The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is a treasure.
National treasure.
No, I would say global, Frank, not just national. So
He paints the happy earth.
similar to that Mr. Rogers movie coming out, and it's
the trailer made me cry like a little bitch.
Yeah, it's like he's just such a nice man.
He's a little weird. What is it they said? Some people just want to watch the world learn.
He just.
By the way, Nate, shut your whore mouth.
What?
Shut your whore mouth.
Talking sass about Mr. Rogers.
What did you say about it, Nate?
He's a little weird.
And you're fucking weird. You never go on camera.
If you really do think about it, though, he kind of has a creepy voice, doesn't he?
No. So, okay. A fun factoid about Mr. Rogers. He liked to take a swim in the nude every day, and he made that public knowledge.
Okay.
We all get nude, Nate. I don't know what you're...
Yeah, we're all naked under our clothes.
Yeah, but in your pool, and then do you have someone clean your pool?
You're naked under your trunks, right, Nate?
I'm saying, like, isn't that something you'd want to keep private? Like, and he's just like, whatever, I'm just going to tell everybody.
You act like he's taking selfies. Here's my junk.
What if he did turn out to be like
However, I've read more about him, and he did a lot for public television, and he did things to help get the VCR published. So he seemed like a decent fellow, but his sweaters were a little weird.
His mom made them,
I know, but
So-
I'm saying,
What would you do, though, if you found out he was like a Bill Cosby?
I don't know, but he seemed like a decent guy. But I just get a weird vibe from him. Do you ever get that?
No.
Oh, neighborly neighbor.
No, Nate. Just you.
Ah, that's good to know.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Anyways, what have you been up to, Nate?
Oh, not a whole lot. I got stuck in an elevator today. That was fun.
Yep.
So, did you find Satan?
Yeah, he was totally there.
He was totally there.
What other elevator jokes can we throw at before this big gets too old? Love it in an elevator. There's a Dick Van Dyke Show episode where they got stuck with an elevator with the guy who tried to rob them.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Nate was like, I should have gotten naked and done like ridiculous stuff in there.
It is a unique opportunity. You know, like how often do you actually get stuck in an elevator?
Like, would you have a quickie in an elevator?
Nope, just a longing.
That's inconveniencing people trying to use an actual service, Frank. Come on now.
Smack your penis on the elevator buttons.
That's like the guy who takes a dump on the elevator floor and leaves. It's like, come on, people have to use that.
They found this guy in Ohio. I heard on the news. Somebody had been taking a dump on the track field of a local high school. Multiple mornings they went out there and found shit. So they found out who was doing it.
Shit.
It was a superintendent who would run on the track field every morning and then poop. And I can understand maybe doing it once and then going, oh God, I hope this doesn't get out. But no, he did this multiple fucking times. Okay, you
like
fucking know
that woman that was taking a dump in front of people, like the jogger who would just stop by and take a dump on people's yards and like do it repeatedly. So yeah,
never didn't know about that.
My neighbor, a couple months back before they moved, I saw a little boy pissing in the yard. And out of the house, like a woman came out and pissed in the yard too. So that's where he gets it. Bastard didn't have a chance.
Nope.
Anyway,
man. But yeah, like that's just crazy, man. Yeah, the power went out today too. It was crazy because of all the wind and stuff. Did you get some like storms and stuff, Frank?
We had rain and wind. That was about it.
Yeah.
The other day, yesterday, I think it was, we had some lightning. That was pretty nice. Crack-a-boom. But yeah, it was mostly wind and rain today.
Well, it's like I was telling Nate that there's like a generator here, but even that went out. They keep the generator on for the like the hallway lights and stuff. And that was also like it was just like you could just it was all darkness in the hallways and the exit signs you could see
and nothing more.
And I was walking down the hallway and there's this old guy just like he snuck up on me and just like he like jumped out at me pretty much, you know.
Boo.
Hilarious.
Like, holy shit, he scared the fuck out of me.
And he runs up and gives you a hug. How's it going, oh, young man? Oh.
I'd feel bad because I'd punch him out. But
I'll punch him out.
I'll punch him out.
All right. How about you, Frank? What you been up to?
Work.
Working out.
A workout. So let's see, what all have I done? Well, this past week I got a whole bunch of egg crate foam that I plan on sticking on my walls because it's free. I got a cart for my computer tower because I had it on a just like a little stand thing that wasn't working, and this little cart from Amazon is pretty awesome, so it works. I have to. What's up?
Nothing.
Okay, I got finished putting my leg on the underside of my desk. I got a bunch of Bethesda swag today or yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, because their online store was reformatting on the 25th, so they had a sale. So I got a couple T-shirts, not this one I'm wearing, but I got one with a Brotherhood of Steel power armor suit. I got a Daggerfall shirt, a couple shirts for a coworker, and like 3 Funko Pops and a pair of Vault Boy socks. It was like $40.
$40.
But then shipping made it like 60, so fuck. Yeah, you order through the Bethesda store and it all comes through ThinkGeek.
Yeah. I found that. I'm like, oh.
I forgot about it. I heard that and I was like, oh.
Yeah. But you were saying though with the foam though, you were gonna put the good foam on the sides and then the crappy stuff you're gonna hide behind the monitors.
Well, yeah, because like why for the good looking acoustic foam is like what, a couple inches, and it would take forever to do a decent amount, whereas this stuff could cover the big stuff and then put like maybe the good ribbed stuff like you have along the edges, so it's what you see. And then for the, because it's just gonna be behind the monitors, it's just gonna be black. My monitor arms are black, my monitors are fucking black, my cables are fucking black, my power strip fucking black.
Once you go black, you never go back, right?
Whoa. Yes, actually. Now I gotta move. I think I'm about putting my power strip on the top of one of my monitor arms, and then that way you'll see more of my lights, because I have lights around the desk, but you can't fucking see them right now, like at all. But yeah, just crawling under my desk and cussing and fussing it with that.
Okay.
What have you guys been up to?
I was going to show you the picture because I've been trying to I do real life tweaker-rooney with this stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, I finally got my 2 sections of 12-inch squares. So, and then I ordered a third one. I finally got that today. It only took like 2 days to get from eBay. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it's going to be a 5x7. So this is 4x6 right now. So it's going to go pretty much down to the base, like to where my desk is. And then one more row on the side there. So, and then it'll be pretty much done, And then also I had to make like a thing so I can mount I have a power strip I mounted on my wall here so I could, have easier access with the desk, and it'll be a lot neater. I had to cut like a square out of that plastic stuff that I was using, that high density plastic, and I drilled some holes in it to put some bolts, because the power strip has, most power strips have like those little hole things where you can, like, if you have like a bolt head or something sticking out.
Yeah.
And that was kind of hard to do, because you got to precisely drill the 2 holes for the bolts so they could fit in there,
They should use hot glue.
Well, I tried using double-sided tape just on the power strip and mounting on the wall a while ago, and that kept falling off. So yeah, like for the block that's behind this power strip, I've used double-sided tape a lot more, and then I used some hot glue on the sides, which I'll just peel off whenever I move out of here. It shouldn't create much damage. Might have to just put some paint or some spackling on there or something, which should be fine. But yeah, that's pretty solid. So that's what I've been working on today. Like I've been cutting more foam board. I went up to the dollar store. I got some foam board. I bought 6 of them because you can. I could only get like 2 of these. I bought 12 of these foam things. It was like $30 for 12 of these, and so I had to get 6 foam boards and cut the square things out of that. And I use this. I've got this. I think it's like my dad was saying. It's like got to be some kind of like compressed cardboard or like particle board or something, because it's a lot harder than cardboard. But I've been using it as a template to cut the squares out of this foam board with, But that's what came with the ultra wide monitor, was like some kind of, I guess it was to help keep it like, I don't know, just like stabilized or something in the box, shipping or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, like the soundproofing is cool. It adds, better sound quality, I guess, to your setup, and it looks cool, you know. You said you got the eggshell kind, huh? Mine is like you said, the ribbed or whatever.
Yeah, it's like pleated or whatever.
Yeah. But
I mean, this is,
you're saying that's black. It looks kind of like a grayish on camera.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like compared to like an actual black, yeah, it's gonna look like that. But just like in a box, you're like, oh look, black, and then lights are gonna make it look washed out and shit. Plus, the camera adds 10 pounds.
Well, yeah, when you have it like pointed like bird's eye view over your gut.
Right. Well, it's gonna be behind everything anyway, so it's not like it's gonna have light directly on it.
You're like, you might want to take a better angle of yourself.
This is what you get.
This is what you get, huh?
That's goddamn
like some
right.
Of your battle stations.
Most of my battle
theme is what you get. But
the theme you get is what you fucking get, mother.
Yeah, did you like? What did you do with your setup, Ben, when you moved into your office? You said you get like a space or whatever. Did you like try to deck anything out, or did it, like try to make it nice or something?
I mostly try to fit everything I could in where I can. I put some books in the bookshelf. I took my little book rack that had, and I put my comic books that I had printed up in there. And then people started, when people would leave, they turn out the lights and wouldn't see me because, with the desk and everything, it's like, past my head. So I got one of those little, those little like marquee signs that you can get. Like I got a little light up one of those, so I can light up and say I'm here. So I don't know.
Right. I forget. Did you say Did you take your animation table there or no?
Not yet. I've still been debating it. I've taken a number of stuff there. I brought, took my computer, my microphone. They're putting in a podcasting studio in the little area where they used to have the printers. They're having the painters work on it last time I was in there.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got the screen that I'm going to be doing some green screen stuff with. I don't know if I'm going to use that or if I should probably just, I don't know. I haven't been too sure about the filming stuff I'm going to be doing because I'm more of the animation guy. So when it comes to actual filming stuff, I've got to sit and think about like, do I want to be on camera and be like, so let me tell you about my problems.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about. I had an idea like making with these. How I'm doing with these foam squares for the soundproofing. I was thinking about maybe like using those two to like make because I have like this green screen-ish kind of material I got from Joanne Fabric. So I was thinking about like hot gluing that onto foam squares and then making like a modular type of green screen thing.
I mean, you could just get a pop-up green screen. That's what I did. Just go either I think Amazon I got for like 30-something bucks and pops up like a pop-up tent.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on how much like where you're using it for. If you're just doing like a head and shoulders type of thing, or
head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
But if you're doing full body, then you need to get one of those things that roll out to the floor or whatever,
Yeah.
Roll out.
I don't think I'm going to be doing much full body, so.
Isn't that what? Did they actually have a room that curves to the floor or something at Linus's place, Frank? I forget. I know they have like different like green screen stations in their whole warehouse or whatever.
Right. Well, they're shooting in 8K, so you gotta be ready to make it all detailed and whatnot.
8K?
Even though most people aren't even going to benefit from it.
Right. Yeah, you didn't know that, Nate?
They want to be ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those. Well, they shoot on the red cameras. Jay, he does the Sony camera stuff.
That seems like a waste.
Yeah.
That's what you'd say about most of their videos.
Well, when you have money to waste and hardware to waste all the time.
The question is, are they doing it so that when people get new TVs?
Nope. No, they're just doing it.
They're just doing it to do it.
Yeah.
They're like, but is your show an 8K? And I'm like, no.
Dude, they did a 16K monitor setup where they combine all these 8 like monitors together, you know.
So is 16K that much better, or will we never know?
Any higher resolution is better, but you really don't benefit from 16K because you can't see it.
Well, resolution versus like DPI, but it's the fact of like, you know, anything over like 1200 DPI, or you know, it's like Retina at that point, that's not going to matter. But it's the fact that the average viewer isn't going to see that video in its original format, and it's taking, you know, they've got to convert it down. So
yeah. Well, I mean, like pretty much after 4K is pretty much like Retina, where if you're at your normal distance, you can't even see it anymore. You know, like any other higher resolution, right?
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to holograms soon enough.
We have holograms.
I'm just saying, YouTube holograms. That's what we need next.
My only hope, Ben.
I was making like a hologram Tupac kind of reference, but okay. What's Frank doing over there? He's
I'm checking out why the episode where they're like, this is why the real reason we spent $148,000 on 8K cameras.
Because our dicks
we could use up our petabyte drive.
Right.
We had to fill it with something.
Can you imagine when they eventually got a business, the fucking auction that's going to happen at their warehouse?
Yeah.
All of Canada's going to be over there, okay?
By the way, whatever did happen to that? Didn't Luke leave from there or whatever?
He's doing another thing that's not technically Linus, but is. It was on the LAN show.
Is he like the Linus to the NCIX now?
Too soon, man.
Didn't Linus leave the NCIX company?
Right before they close out, yeah. So, anyway. Yeah, would we like to do some battle stations?
I would like to, yeah.
Let's do this shit.
Whether we could get it to it or not is the question, right?
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations. Station.
You sunk my battle station.
All right, hold on. Station. Oh, this mother. And you know, actually, before we get into it, I saw a guy who uses those nano leafs, but he has even more than this guy.
By the way, can you see that, Nate?
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Full screen.
Shut up. Shut up. What is it? Control plus?
I use control on the mouse wheel.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
Shut up.
It's control F.
Shut up. Shut up. No, just delete your 32 folder. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to try and find this guy's Instagram real quick.
Yeah, tell us why he's a fucker. Fuckers. You guys are going to fuck, aren't you?
What? What's going on?
You guys are going to fuck, aren't you, man?
No, we're not.
He already did.
On date night.
He done did that shit.
Virtual date night.
Anyway. I like.
Excuse me.
Is that a special gaming chair with the foot controls on the right and a steering wheel?
That's a sim rig, it looks like.
Yeah, that's my theme going from last week. We did the flight sims. Now we're doing racing sims.
Yeah. I sleep in a racing car. How about you? I sleep in a bed. Aww. Can I borrow a feeling?
Oh, Mandy. So yeah, he's got a Sal chair there from Herman Miller.
So far, this one's my favorite.
He's got the so far. No, I still think this one sucks. I can't see in the far corner here. I'm not sure if this is his router like mine or if it's like a LaCie drive. Because he's got all his server shit down here on the bottom.
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Just print the damn thing.
I like the wall decor. Makes it look like not lens flare, but bokeh.
But what?
Bokalicious.
Oh.
It's a Bokalicious bin.
Yeah,
this summer I might try to save up for a new camera because my DSLR is like 9 years old. So
Kip is like 30 years old, but not like college. Those panels on the back. You get how many is it? Like 9 in a kit, and they're like $200.
Oh, really?
I think. Hold on. Best Buy. Let me not lie to y'all.
Oh, the triangles you're talking about?
Leaf.
Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, I told Nate these for 12 of these foam things was like $30. He's like, holy shit, that's expensive.
It is.
Here we go. Okay, the starter kit. There's the starter kit and the expansion kit. If I can drag this to the right screen. Here's the starter kit with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 of those panels for $229. For the expansion, you get 1, 2, 3. You get 3 for $59.
Wow.
So let's see.
Wow.
So wait a minute. So if you get 9 for $229, or you get 3 for $60, what's 3 times 60?
180.
Then why wouldn't people just buy 2 of the? Well, I guess the expansion kit probably doesn't. Well, I don't know if it comes with the thing to actually, because the actual kit, I don't know if it has like the brains. I don't know.
I so missed out on that brains zombie frappuccino. Was that pretty good?
Oh,
that Starbucks thing.
I don't know. I didn't get it. I missed out on it too. Hey, what did the vegan? I had the unicorn one, but that was it. What did and I didn't get the crystal ball. What did the vegan zombie want? Grains.
No, Frank, no.
I'll give it to him.
You don't even get a couple slaps on that one. No.
Yeah. Okay, here's the. Hold on, I found the guy that I was going to be talking about here. Hold on. I got to show you this shit.
Oh, fucking boy.
So this guy. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
This is part of his setup.
You see? Huh?
That's cool.
But then, like, he put them all behind.
I'm seeing a bunch of tiles.
Here, hold on. There you go. That's for goddamn ridiculous. If those
tiles are RGB,
huh?
Those tiles are RGB or whatever.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's like, well, fuck, I want those now. And they like on Amazon, it's all like, usually bought with you know, an Alexa controller. So yeah, this is if you get 9 for $220, this is a shit ton here.
Yeah, after seeing that, Ben, I mean, is a rainbow keyboard that crazy?
Right.
It is.
Look, he uses rechargeable batteries. He's got is that a Vive? Is that what the thing is on his tower there? I never got into like the Oculus versus Vive versus whatever.
The Vive is better.
Well, I'm saying, is that what he's got though? I don't know. Because I see those
Zoom
little.
enhance.
It's already fucking zoom, mother.
Zoom enhance more.
There. I went full retard.
Oh,
That's the power
there.
cable.
There. What is that?
There.
That is a Vive.
Whoop. Anyway, and he's got a bunch of wow. Those look like analog the fuck
Is that an organ or something?
No.
Zoom enhance, I'll tell you.
What is it?
Olka versus Circuit.
Yeah, it's
It's Organ Freeman.
yeah, it's this synth, I guess. I don't know. Bunch of them plugged in. He's got Yamaha HS studio monitors winning. He's got a bunch of MIDI controllers winning. He's got a bunch of storage here. If you look at the bottom, he's got a what do you call that? A Synology NAS down here, and he's got another thing here, and then up here he's got looks like a 5-bay thing here, and a big patch on his fucking floor wall here that he didn't paint right.
That's not his fault.
If it's his house, he didn't paint it. It is.
What if he hired out?
He took the picture. He's got to be prepared before you take the picture.
So you're saying minus points for paint on the wall?
Well, when it's a total distraction, yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
What was that one picture where you're like, dude, he needs to put some spackling on that wall or something?
Well, this one dude had a flat-out hole in the fucking wall, and his title said, "Ignore the hole in the wall." And they're like, "You bastard! Now I can't not look at it."
Yeah.
So this is your first fucking station. Let's keep going, or we're gonna be here all goddamn time. It's been 3 hours. You're still looking at this one guy's chair and his desk. Number 2, Jesus, I forget already. Was the thing sim racing? Is that your theme?
Yep.
Okay.
Just or racing sims.
Okay. Oh Lord. Oh Lord Jesus, it's fire.
Yes. Yeah, Christ. Now, I know you're not going to like the symmetry of it.
Well, I mean, he's got 3 monitors.
Well, it should be 4 because there should be.
Yeah, but he's got 4. But I'm saying the 3 makes it symmetrical. If he had the 3
too many monitors.
Shut up. No, if you're doing a sim rig, you want it to be completely surrounding. So shut up, Nate. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway. No, if he only had the 2 middle ones and the one on the right side, then it would be asymmetrical. When he has the surround set up on the bottom, plus it has a USB port on the monitor, so that's a plus. I don't care for the racing chair. Don't care for it.
Are we just looking at the side of the left monitor?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see. That's cool.
Yeah,
man.
it's turned at an angle there, so you can see it. He's got, although it's a headset, it's a Sennheiser headset. So I'll give him a pass.
What do you think? What I was gonna ask you, what do you think about Turtle Beach? Because they do a lot of gaming headsets.
Yeah. There you go.
You don't like Turtle Beach then?
No.
I don't like a lot of gaming headsets. They make a lot of gaming headsets. There you go.
I'm sure they make regular headsets too.
I don't normally care for racing seats, but seeing as how it's a racing sim rig, it'd be an asshole thing to say I don't care for it.
Right.
He's even got a fan so you can feel the wind in your hair.
That's pretty cool.
I gotta give it to him. He's got triple pedals. Are you still there, Ben?
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering about the leg room under that.
Oh,
I want to know is when you press the gas pedal, does it kick the fan up higher?
Does the horn go?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I wonder if they'll ever make like video formats where you can embed like a fan speed into it, where it tells like your fan to go, like give you a nice calm breeze or something in some scenes, and then
we gotta wait for
stormy.
We gotta wait for Jerry to come out with a Jerry rig where you use a stinky board and a plunger, and somehow it controls your fan. I mean,
I glue that shit.
The thing is, there's nothing else going on with it. It's like, yeah, I got a racing setup. Okay, if that's your thing, cool. Mini car racing 94. Wow. I started with a 94 Packard Bell. Ooh. Let's see.
Although he doesn't have two racing cars together. So.
What?
You should have two racing sim setups right next to each other and
Why?
LAN connected.
Why?
So he can race his friends.
Nah, he can race them over the interwebs.
Yeah, LAN shit is dead, man.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But besides, Nate, when you're racing in a car, the other person isn't sitting right next to you. They're in the car.
Well, like those giant LAN expos, those are still out, but like I don't know too many people that do like just like 2 or 3 person LANs that much.
Well, in your guys' old stomping grounds, Ashland, there was a guy who had a LAN set up. He did his whole thing on Battlestations once. Oh, hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about Battlestations and all that, and then I mentioned your old stomping grounds, did you see AU is offering a what is it, for Fortnite players, a scholarship? It's only $4,000 or whatever, but
well, gee, Frank, after they built how many extra buildings dedicated to regular sports, it's like, yeah, sports, we'll give people money for that. It's like, meanwhile, the arts and humanities people are like, anything? Can we? No?
Hey, Ben, you graduated. How about you give us $30,000 to build a new pool?
No, that's all right.
Is that the one ad we saw or whatever last week? Because I remember seeing
Yeah,
something about
it was a news article I had, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize this was AU, and it was after you were off, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh.
I messaged him when I found that out that was AU. I said, aren't you proud? And he must have missed it.
Well, it was probably on date night, so I was busy watching a movie.
Fat.
Rape night, what?
Whoa. No grape nuts. So, Ben, other than the leg room, what do you think of this setup here?
Well, if you zoom back in, I can tell you.
Hold on.
Zoom enhance.
Look.
I mean, I don't know how much room there is in the actual room. I know that corner of it is
pretty tight. Tight.
Folds out and lights and everything. I mean, I don't know. Is it a low chair or like?
I mean, it's built into the rig to like. There's like a track, I guess, so you can. I think it's built so you can get in and out of the, like a regular car seat.
I guess if you're a racing guy, cool. But
he's been doing it since '94. He said so.
Well, he's got car stuff on his walls, so yeah. So yeah, good for him, I guess.
Oh, that's boring. Hello, simulator.
I mean, I don't know. There are games where you just drive from one end of the, from one state to another in real time.
Tractor simulators.
Yeah. There's truck driving simulators, man.
Oh yeah, truck drivers.
Trucking Tuesday.
Okay, so let me.
I do have to admit, I give those people props, man. Those truck drivers that have to be away from their families all the time on the road.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts, guys, because self-driving cars.
I had an article on one, but I left it out. One of them wrecked again in Arizona. Anyway,
shit.
So got dual ultra wide. Here we go. Boner, boner, boner. Hit the drop.
Yeah.
Hit the drop.
Oh, fuck. Boner, boner, boner. Oh, I didn't download it, Frank.
Aren't you fucking worthless?
You didn't download Frank's boner? What?
I gave him 2 boners.
I didn't download his floppy.
Don't copy that floppy. Anyway.
Don't copy that. They made a sequel that would copy that floppy.
Yeah. So this guy fucks right here.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got the
boner, boner.
Yeah, that's the boner long, and I have
lives. Thank you.
I had a boner short, which is
boner.
That's the one more likely to be used. But you know. Anyway, so he's got a 1080, it looks like. Yeah. Zoom in. Oh, look at that dust. Oh.
I like the croc in there. That's a nice touch.
Are you sure it's not a gator?
I don't care.
Hey Ben, what is the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
Couple letters.
One will see you later.
The other will see you after a while.
Yeah.
By the way, I do have to point out something that
yes.
Jay, Jay from Jay's 2 cents, he said that the Vega line was kind of disappointing on AMD's end, but like if you see a lot of the newer Far Cry 5 tests, like the FPS between the 1080 Ti and the Vega 64 was only like 5 frames within each other, 5 to 10, something like that. But I mean, even if it was like 5 under the 1080, I mean, that's still pretty competitive, I would think.
You would think. I mean, the problem is the frame rates are competitive, but the pricing is just for goddamn ridiculous. But it's not their fault that miners and assholes are buying up the cards still.
Well, I saw a new egg email that said like 680 or something for a 64. That's not too bad.
I don't know if I shared with you for like a second. Best Buy had a 580 on sale for $250, and I was like, "That's an actual merchant, not like some asshole on eBay." But it literally was gone as soon as I'm like, "What the fuck?" They go for that price all day long on eBay, man. What?
Well, they are going down, so there is some hope.
Yeah. But anyway, back to this setup. So he's got the Noctua cooler, which boner. Yes.
They have good ugly brand recognition.
You could buy different colored Noctua fans. The thing is, I buy them because this is like, it fucking looks like Noctua because it's a fucking Noctua. Fuck you. And you know what?
It looks like rust.
It's coffee and cream colored, and if you don't like it, don't fucking buy Noctuas. Buy Corsair or fucking Cooler Master or any other fucking whatever. But you know what?
Like, are there fan parts actually a lot better? What kind are they? Like a bearing or something? I forget.
Well, the precision with which they make them is fucking insane. And you can buy when you buy them, they come with an adapter that reduces the voltage, so it runs it in even lower RPM, so it's more silent. And I mean, I most of the time I don't even know if mine's on until like it starts ramping up and having to cool down. So
I know Nate thinks I'm crazy, but I still want to get that Noctua AIO water cooler.
Ooh.
You hate water cooling, don't you, Nate?
If it's done incorrectly, yeah, I can ruin your thing.
Don't ruin your thing, Nate.
That's what I'm saying. Don't ruin your thing.
Don't ruin your floppy.
Whoa. Now his steering wheel is set up with Xbox controls on it. The little Xbox button and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then he's got the 60% keyboard, custom caps, boner. Some pop vinyls.
Yeah.
Shut up. And Xbox controller. So is that dual ultra wide or just an ultra wide? Another? I think that looks like dual ultra wide. I'll have to read the description because I got dual ultra wide.
Definitely interesting to do dual ultra wides.
Let me see here.
By the way, are those headphones Audio Technica?
Yes, sir. Yes, I thought I mentioned that already.
Oh, you probably did.
Yeah, those are what, the 50Xs?
Yeah, probably. I still can't believe they went back and made a Bluetooth adapter for the 40Xs.
Right? I mean, no one, like, for the longest time, they didn't make one. They made one for the 50s, and you figured they wouldn't, but also...
Well, it's a lot smaller, too. Like, they should have done that where, like, because I know the 50s came to, like, a point on the bottom, so, like, it sticks out more. The 40s is just, like, a round, like, crescent moon type of thing, which I think blends in better with the headphones, you know?
Well, maybe these are the 40s then. I'd have to take an actual good look. He's got my webcam here, but it looks like a light or a flash up above it. I can't quite tell. And I've got that same Pulp Fiction poster. I just have to put it up. Got Pink Floyd poster, man.
I have no comments about that poster yet, Frank.
The Pink Floyd?
No. You know.
Oh, because you still haven't seen Pulp Fiction. What the fuck are you fucking doing with your fucking life, you motherfucker?
Did you see that movie, Nate?
Trying to think of how many times I've seen it.
Oh, fuck you then.
Benjamin?
What? Am I still here?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think of this guy?
You to be here.
He has, instead of his setup being devoted to, sim racing, he just has a wheel that looks like it clamps to his desk.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Easy
and
to
dirties
get
up
in
his
and out.
desk.
Yeah, it's his desk. Let him dirty it.
Take on me.
Does he have multiple monitors? He gets points off for that.
All right. It's a racing sim. Right?
I'm just joking. Yeah.
I have no words for you.
No words.
I won't even do that. I said I won't even do that.
Anyway, so yeah, trying to read in here what kind of monitor.
By the way, that's an ugly color combo for a 60%. It's weird, man.
Nah,
Looks
man, it's cool. It's cool. Boner.
It has a too plasticky, like, I don't know, what do you call those? The like cash register look, you know.
Boner.
I mean, I've seen a lot worse. Some people just have like total random colors on their keys.
The main monitors are 34 UC98.
98.
Fucking hell. I like the wallpaper, by the way. Hold on. Print. The guy says ultra wide with a vertical monitor on the side. Cringe. Fuck you, guy.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. So yeah, this, although he doesn't have a great shot of the tower, he has a shot of it. Can't see the hard drives or any fucking thing, but I mean, it's a shot. So I'd have to
1,
say,
3, 2.
So for me,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
oh, I go 3, 1, 2.
Oh, really? You really like that third one, huh?
Yeah, it gives me feels in my pants.
What do you think, Ben? Benjamin, you're still here. We've allowed you to be here still.
It's an okay enough setup. It's got more leg room than the other guys, but
I mean, you can't tell that.
More...
You can't see that. This desk could be sitting on the floor.
Well, the other one was dedicated to just, built in and stuff. That one is like it clamps on. So,
well, I like the first one because he said it was a racing sim, but also music and video production and all that other shit.
I like the first one.
Yeah,
no one cares what you like, Nate.
You can see more of the first one because, like, they had the actual room. These are more like, here's the equipment.
Would you say this is your second, though, Nate? Or do you just, like, hate this one?
Zoom enhance?
Oh, which picture?
Both.
There's 3, multiple. 4. Yeah. Here's
just go
1, 2.
I don't like that one.
3,
okay.
4. 4.
No more. No more.
3.
Okay, so this is the third one.
2.
He's going 1, 2, 3. What did you say, Ben?
I like the first one, then probably the last one, and then the second one.
All right, so the first one wins then.
Well, he has 10,000 upvotes. The second one has 569. And 66 for this one. So fuck y'all haters. Oh, no, he went up to 70.
Haters gonna hate.
Why didn't they like that one that much, though? I'm kind of surprised at that.
What, this one? It's kind of dirty. Like, the desk is kind of beat up. Like, if you look over here, right next to the wheel, looks like bird shit.
Right.
And, like, the wall behind his monitor is kind of beat up. See?
Yeah.
Potholes, and looks like he took a poster down and tore it.
You just like the Pulp Fiction poster.
Well, that, and I like the 7-Eleven wallpaper he's got, the aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
I love it. LG Ultra Wides. They make me happy in pants.
Station.
So that's all yours.
What's his? Did you close up? Don't close that out. What's his name?
The winner?
Yeah, chicken dinner.
Bob Doe 25. Bob Dob 25.
Bob Dob.
Yeah. 25.
Oh. Good computer, bad username.
Right.
Word.
Well, we're not critiquing username, so that doesn't matter.
Right.
Anyways, what's yours? Is it what we got?
Oh, hold on. Did I fuck up? And hold on.
Did Frank fuck up?
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
What?
What? Okay.
Canada.
Hold on.
Frank's problem is he always has luck on his. He doesn't have luck on his side too all the time.
For whatever reason, it didn't copy the entire email. I emailed myself everything, and for some reason, it didn't do that.
A lot of my articles nowadays, I watched everything on YouTube, so it's just like I just have a playlist of the news articles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta. Ooh.
But I mean, getting an email, I guess, makes you feel special. Email yourself.
You email yourself.
I emailed myself last night.
Whoa. Hold on. All I want to do, have some fun. Okay, I don't know why. I thought that's what I sent, but it wasn't. It's weird. Okay. Copy. Okay.
Hey, Frank!
So I have a theme too, sir. My theme this week is big ass desks.
Big ass dicks. What?
Yeah, that too. So anyway, just to show that I'm not completely biased towards wood desks, here's a white desk. Yeah, here's a white desk.
What's that desk made out of, though?
It could be wood. Zoom out here. Huh? What'd you say? Sphincter says what?
I think if I recognize this. Is this that is that one YouTuber David DeFranco's desk? I'm trying to think. Might be.
I
was just gonna say, if you don't know what it is, then how is it really going, showing that you're not for wood? Just because of the color.
So anyway, Benjamin.
Yes.
What do you think of this first one?
That's a lot of boxes.
Well, that's a trend. I bought all this shit, and you can't see. It's like when the new iPhone came out and looked the same as the old one. How will everyone know I'm better than them if they can't see it? Because all the parts are inside of the fucking computer. So you got the boxes. Like he literally has a fucking box with his AirPods in it. And his MX Master mouse, because you can't see the mouse on the desk. So let's get the box and put it up so you see which fucking mouse he spent his money on. But anyway, and his router box for some fucking reason. And a Raspberry Pi box, because, that's what matters. I guess his phone's from OnePlus. But yeah, I don't care for the racing chairs. I like the keyboard. Don't give a shit about the RGB mouse pad. I think it's retarded. I like the RGB. I like the way the cables are pretty well, hidden. Other than the obvious one that's going to the monitor, it looks like, for some fucking reason. I don't know. Huh. Let me unzoom enhance.
I don't have a drop for that.
Just play the same one in reverse.
Hey,
Second one is it's anime themed. Oh knows, fucking weeb.
By the way, I thought Doug said, "Oh, I'm for sure coming on next week."
Yeah, at 12:45.
Right. So when we're on to number 2 of your
right. But yeah, I mean, he's got my desk drawers.
We started late though. It's not totally his fault.
Well, Frank, at least he doesn't have the racing chair to upset you.
Well, he might
have any chairs.
Yeah, it's out camera. I couldn't move mine if I wanted to because I'd have to take the chair apart to get it out of here. I wouldn't have put the damn middle leg in the actual middle though. I'd have scooted it back some. Otherwise, you're bumping your nuts on it.
No, not my nuts.
Maybe that's what he wants.
I mean,
to ride that pole.
I guess, and it looks like he's got a mouse bungee, which I never understood why people need those, but okay.
So trendy.
He's using, rain meter. Can't quite tell what kind of headphones those are. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I scroll and look.
Like an Astro kind of headset or something.
lights. I can.
Astro gaming headset or whatever.
Nope, doesn't say. Let me zoom enhance.
Looks like a gaming headset.
Yeah, it looks like there's a ring in it. I can't fucking tell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You stay away from the RGB in your headphones.
I mean, I actually here's a rule that somebody said recently that I kind of agree with. Does your company that makes your headphones also make keyboards? Because most of the companies that make headsets also make keyboards. If they don't,
Razer doesn't make good headphones then.
Razer, Corsair, Cooler Master.
Hey, you like Corsair, but
I
didn't
like
even know
their
they made
keyboards.
headsets.
Huh?
I didn't even know Corsair made headsets. I mean, maybe I've seen it before, but
oh, you won't forget when you see this monstrosity. How could you forget this shit? Fucking look at it.
That's a very erect microphone.
Look at it. It looks like a bee coming to sting your nuts.
Not my nuts.
That's right, Ben.
These nuts.
These nuts. I mean, some of their shit's respectable looking, I guess. But wow.
Well, a lot of these.
Oh, look, you can buy an RGB stand.
Nice.
There you go, Ian. You can display your. Oh, it's only $120 too.
Did Nate fall asleep?
Again?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Did he just quit caring?
Headset stand with 7.1 surround sound, built-in 3.5 analog input. Dual.
Now, if I want to do something with RGB, I'm gonna 3D print my own and do stuff with LEDs or something, maybe.
Oh shit! Okay.
I forgot I had a 3D printer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So anyway. So that was the second setup. So here's the third one, which is 99% my setup. He has my desktop.
Except a lot less monitors.
Huh?
That's a lot less percentage because you got a lot more monitors than him. And that's like your whole setup is around your monitors. Yeah.
He's got a TV. He's got his main monitor. He's got a fucking iPad. Technically, that's a monitor, dog. That's three, so he's one monitor away. He's one.
Just grab it.
He's also, plus he's got a few things I don't have. For one, his mouse pad is fucking huge. Fucking huge.
Fuck
and
yeah.
He's got speakers. And look at that. Look at the sub on the fucking floor like it belongs, as God intended.
No, I'll just put some bookshelf speakers directly on the desk with the sub on the desk.
I mean, that works. You get a better bass response when you put the sub on the floor. He's got my tower, but with a window. That fucking liquid cooling is retarded, though.
What kind of? Oh yeah,
it's
thick ass.
It's like going. It's like a garden hose. But
yeah, I was gonna say, did you get that shit from PetSmart?
Well, like that and the damn the GPU and the PSU are fucking retarded big. Like the PSU at the bottom looks like a stereo out of a car, right?
Right.
And then the GPU is so big you can't see anything else but the tubing. Like I can't even tell you what kind. It might be a mini ITX motherboard. I can't tell.
Well, you know what could help us tell?
No, it wouldn't, because it would just be. There you go. Can you see anything? No. Just blur. Just a fucking blur.
A little bit better.
No, it's not. He's got that RGB headphone stand I was just talking about. And then he's got, I don't know if that's the boom. Is that the controller for it, or is that like the boomstick? Can't
What's
tell.
that? What's that white thing with the knob? Is that a controller for the
That's what she said.
speakers?
I think so, because they both have the Logitech branding on them. And then he's got an IKEA plant. And then he's got my keyboard, it looks like. That's my keyboard right there in mid-flash. He's got a Logitech mouse, but it's not mine. He's got a Samsung TV because his remote's different than mine. It's a Samsung. And he's got a racing chair, which I don't care for, but I mean, as close as other setups have come, this one's the closest to being my setup. Now, here we go. Fractal. He's got Fractal Define S MIDI tower. Intel 7700K, 5 gigahertz RAM, Corsair 16 gig. Where the hell? Hump. Reservoir. Huh, he's only got a 480.
Hey,
Radeon.
Hey, right that's what I have in my computer.
But he's got all this this overbuilt everything. What was the PSU? Super flower, what? Lead gold 60. Oh, he's only got 650 watts. Really? Hold on. I gotta Google search that shit. Super flower. Never fucking heard of.
Well, you could go Newegg calculator.
Well, this was the first thing that I just did a Google search, and this was what came up. Super flower. It's got a butterfly on the side of the motherfucker.
Got a tramp stamp? What?
Yeah, it was in college. It was just, it's currently unavailable, right. As you do. Speakers, Logitech, monitor, AOC. Really? I got an AOC. Desk, oak worktop from Worktop Express. Ooh, from the UK. Okay, drawers, IKEA, Alex. Samsung TV headset, Steel Series. Okay.
Steel
plus
Series
game
a little
decks.
bit cheaper, but okay.
What the hell's Game Deck 7.1 gaming headset? What? Now I gotta Google that shit. Is that what that thing was? It looked like the boomstick.
Boomstick. This is my boomstick.
Oh, so that's your DAC is a little goofy looking. I have remote controls that are bigger than that. Just saying, dog. Where does he say about the sub? Ooh, dynamic RGB lighting. Don't care. 3.5 millimeter.
Hey, this is 99% setup, Frank. So
shut up, dog.
Make it front of yourself.
Protus Core speakers. Desk. Huh? He doesn't say what kind of sub he's got. Oh well. Benjamin, what do you think?
What?
I said, Benjamin, what do you think?
Zoom enhance.
Oh, God damn it.
It has one more chair than the other one did.
And one less leg in the middle. Nate Dogg, what do you think?
Zoom enhance?
This is the fucking zoomed enhanced version.
We both know that's not true. You can zoom in.
Okay, hold on. There you go.
I don't know about the leg room.
Well,
there
it is. You see it. There it is.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was the third one?
I don't know. I zoomed in hit so many times. I don't even know. No. Yes. This is the first one.
Okay.
Zoom enhance for you.
I think we're fine on that on this one.
No. This is the second one. Okay. And the third one is boner.
Okay, yeah. 3, 1, 2 for me.
What the first one look like again?
That.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get rid of those boxes, I guess it's all right.
Tight.
Nice.
Toy, like a toy. So I'm
That's
refreshing
3.
all the pages. So the first one has 91 upvotes. Second one has 80. Well, it had 84. Now he has 83. Did someone downvote him? No, now it's up to 88. This is 88 miles an hour. You're going to see some serious shit. And the last one's only up to 13. So he must be new.
Which one do you like, Nate?
That one,
Okay.
I've seen that one. And the other two, I'd probably say I like that one better than the last one, even though there's no chair.
So you like this one more than the wood?
Yeah,
And what about this one?
I don't like that one.
Okay. So he's for number 1.
I would go 3, 2, 1 personally.
Okay.
Because while I enjoy this one,
This
just
looks
something
weird.
about that wood desk gives me feels. Benjamin,
Yeah.
what order did you go, sir?
I don't know. 1, 3, 2.
So this one's your top,
Sure.
Oh, we got a tie then.
and this one, and then that's your list, at least. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the
That's
internet says old Pinky here gets the top vote.
Marf.
So
The internet agreed with them. Me
so
and Frank aren't cool.
Motto gets the most upvotes. They can be wrong. The internet's been wrong before.
Just play
Hold-
some Would You Rather.
Hold on, I got
Show
fluff
you
my
how right or wrong the internet is.
I got to fluff my pillow. My ass is hurting right now. Hold on.
You gotta fluff my pillow. Frank needs a fluffer. He lost his boner. This is so
I was
riveting.
almost there.
This is so riveting just hearing pillow fluffing noises on the show. Wait, cut to a cat.
Fap.
Boom. Welcome to our ASMR show. Do you get into that ASMR shit, Ben?
Not really. Find it a little creepy when people start whispering to me. Don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna be talking very quietly now, and
Yeah, what is up with that crap?
we're gonna hear the lips.
Okay, sorry about that. I need a better cushion. This one sucks. Okay, is it news time?
I think it's news time. Our
Okay.
ASMR segment has ended. I was like, it sounds so riveting just hearing pillow fluffing noises.
Fluffer.
I say you need a fluffer because you lost your boner.
Woo.
The news with Ian and everybody.
Everybody.
Hi, I'm Charles Bartlett, everybody. PUBG Corps confirms the arrest of 15 hackers in China.
Oh, did you guys talk about those Xbox hackers and stuff?
No.
Okay.
So anyway,
Curious. I mean,
I hadn't heard anything about that, Ben.
Was it?
What is it you be talking about, Willis?
They were on. They were the Xbox Underground or whatever. They were all on, covered by Wired and stuff.
We saw something about that, didn't we, Nate?
I did.
It's saw in the video on that. No.
So what all were they doing exactly?
Some stuff, but then Microsoft had to take them down. So I don't know. I tried to read the article on Wired, and it was a little too trying to be clever, and I was just like, just get to the point. Get the so. So please continue with the hackers in China.
China. That's how the president pronounces it. China. We'll continue to crack down until our players are free to battle it out in a totally fair environment. Quote. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has a cheating problem. To combat the problem, it seems that the developer, PUBG Corps, is resorting to drastic measures, including working with local law enforcement to make arrests in China. Ooh. Rumors of arrest trickled out of China earlier this year when police reportedly picked up some 130 individuals on 30 different open cases. Unfortunately, those numbers were never confirmed. Now the game's developer and publisher has formally announced 15 arrests made by Chinese authorities. Charges include developing and selling hacking/cheating programs that affect PUBG. Fines are said to be in excess of $5.1 million. The long-standing rumor that hacking/cheating programs extract information from users' PCs has been confirmed to be true. I mean, yeah. China says a bunch of people have been arrested. No one can confirm anything. Oh, yeah, we arrest a bunch of people. Yeah, give us money. That's how China works. We've upgraded our security measures, improved our anti-cheat solutions, and recently we've added a new anti-cheat solution on top of all that. I mean, either ignore it and let it get worse and worse, or you'll do something about it, right?
Right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, you need to take care of it. I don't know if the ridiculous fines, but like people going to jail, that's pretty major. Like you can also ban them.
Yeah, but that's only like, what are you going to do? You're going to hardware ban just PC games. I mean.
Yeah, it's like putting a band-aid on it. You're right.
Right, until they get in it and, okay, big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Benjamin?
I just hope that they don't. Go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say, do you have thoughts?
Nope.
Glad to know you're so vested.
I mean, China arrested some people. Yeah, they do that.
Do they?
Gotcha.
That's what Frank was saying.
Right. How are you going to know?
Oh, I'm sure that they arrested people. It's just, did they do anything?
No.
That's the question.
They had people that they said they arrested. That's about it. That's all you can confirm.
You confirm or deny, sir.
Right. My whole thing is like I think we did 2 articles on like them trying to use these systems where it like tries to scan your PC, and then if you have any kind of software that they don't like, then it's like you get banned for that or whatever, It's like it is just cheating at the end of the day. It's just a cheating program, but like it might not even be for their game, or it could be used for other things. Who even knows?
Right.
I just hate the whole. In general, I hate the whole guilty before proven innocent. Mentality a lot of corporations have nowadays.
Well, if it's in China, they got different rules. Here in the States, you're innocent until proven guilty. China, well, you're supposed to be. What was it Mark Twain said? If the elections were real, they wouldn't let us do them.
China, they have like a timer on how long you can take a shower. Right?
I don't know.
I like that. That's like they're really tyrannical with certain things. Have you heard that, Nate?
I have not heard that. I know they reused like wastewater for the toilet, which is smart.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not drinking the water, and you use 10 gallons of water to flush the toilet. So, I mean, if like you showered in that water and then that water goes into your toilet, since you're not drinking it, it's 10 less gallons of water that you have to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
I just know those low flow toilets, like you have to flush it like a billion times for it to actually everything to go down, Everybody that has those, like in New York or whatever, they hate it, man.
Well, the way when they were invented, there's supposed to be those type of toilets, and there's two types of flushes. There's the I peed flush, and then there's the I did the other one.
Yeah, but they're saying even either of them doesn't even work that good.
Well, I saw the original model when it came out, and it worked. It worked well.
Right. But do you have any other comments, Frank?
No, I mean, really, to save face, what else are they going to do, right?
Right.
We go to your next story here.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more interesting.
Nintendo Switch U.S. sales could be halted pending Game Vice investigation. Oh, not now. Okay. Hot on the heels of record Nintendo Switch sales, it appears that Nintendo may be forced to stop selling the hybrid console in the U.S. According to a notice issued by the U.S. International Trade Commission, it has voted to institute an investigation of certain portable gaming console systems with detachable handheld controllers and components thereof made by Nintendo, which is a roundabout way of saying it's referring to Nintendo Switch. A company called GameVice has asked the ITC for a limited exclusion order or a cease and desist on Nintendo to keep it from bringing the Nintendo Switch to the U.S.
Yeah, so basically importing.
I don't... where did I leave off? To the U.S. Right, GameVice sued Nintendo last year in August, but dropped the lawsuit voluntarily in October. Its own
In other words, they got countersued.
Its own controller, called the WikiPad, would attach to two sides of a smartphone or tablet, much like the Nintendo Switch's Joy-Con. GameVice claimed the Switch uses the patents it owns without its permission. It will be interesting to see how the ITC handles this, considering GameVice willingly dropped its lawsuit. Is this going to be like that asshole who said, yeah, they stole my idea for Kung Fu Panda? Actually, no.
Oh my gosh, I've actually seen this thing.
What, the Switch?
No, this GameVice.
What did you think about it?
It's basically you put your phone in between these two things. But
Yeah.
I would say there's enough differences because it doesn't have motion controls, and I'd say they don't have a case.
Well, I mean, it is possible for them to, like something happened to Nintendo, because Nintendo has been sued before. That's why they dropped the whole 3DS and went back to the 2D thing,
Yeah, basically, so it actually has like a dock port to charge your phone or something.
I think that's more of a tablet than a phone here.
Yeah, but the Switch is a tablet.
No, I'm saying that this is the wiki thing that they were talking about here.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, they
I'm sure
dropped it.
people are gonna probably boycott the Game Vice if it affects Switch sales.
Yeah, and plus, like, even if it does determine that Nintendo fucked up somehow, they can afford to pay it. What's that? We pay you $100,000 and we get to keep making these stupid things? We're gonna give you $100,000 to keep making these stupid fucking things.
Well, no, a cease and desist order.
Well, they're not being sued though.
Yeah, a cease and desist order means you can't make them anymore.
Then no one will buy the fucking thing if it stops the Switch from coming out.
Of course.
This is if we can't have it, no one can.
It'll just be like a kamikaze thing, you know.
It's going to be the court is going to be in the Central District of California, and the assigned judge is going to be George H. Wu.
Woo! Is that what you meant?
Yeah, and let's view the complaint.
Benjamin?
No opinions one way or the other.
Okay.
Again, you're not in the whole mobile gaming fan.
Well, legal stuff, it's complicated.
Boy, you have an article just like I do that the title is all sarcastic like this. They're saying the defendants have infringed and continue to infringe and have infringed and continue to induce infringement of one or more claims of Game Vice's U.S. patent number 9,126,119 by selling and offering the Switch game console.
So DRAM makers sued yet again for fixing prices yet again of chips. Stop us if you've heard this one. Samsung, Micron, and Hynix walk into a courtroom. Updated: the three semiconductor giants responsible for nearly all of the world's DRAM supply are being sued for allegedly working together to keep memory chip prices high. On money. I want your money. A class action complaint filed to the U.S. Northern California District Court late last week accuses Micron, Samsung, and Hynix of conspiring to keep the price of memory chips artificially high to pad their own bottom line. See, before we get too deep into this story, this is very near and dear to me and Ian's hearts because fucking RAM is out of the anus. Not even RGB. It's like just basic bare bones, RAM DIMMs are stupid expensive. You got to have at least 8 gig for gaming and probably more, really. If you're going to be gaming and streaming, you probably should get 16. But
you're
DDR4,
supposed to be able to get 16 gigs for under $100.
When's that been? It's like the price of gas. Yeah. It goes up just because. And see, that also the other thing is that DRAM, is that different from VRAM? Because I know they were saying Samsung and other companies, that's one of the problems with GPUs is not only are miners buying them by the truckload, but just the RAM they use for them is so hard to get.
Yeah, this affects every major kind of industry as far as like the GPUs and everything, phones, tablets, even fucking if your refrigerator, your toaster is gonna need RAM, and it's gonna affect that too.
So. None of these companies returned a request or comment on the suit. Imagine that.
Well, one thing I did notice about this is the people that are going after them, like these three major companies, is they've won something before. Like I think they won some kind of suit or something, or I forget.
If it's a class action suit, everybody gets a cut, right?
Yeah,
like when you get cents on the dollar. You'll get a check for $10 or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, update to add: Micron is aware of a lawsuit filed on April 27th in the Northern District of California, alleging that Samsung has engaged in certain anti-competitive behavior. As of today, the company has not been served and does not comment on active litigation. Of course, they don't.
Yeah, if you're thinking that, hey, this is pretty wrong that these prices are high. You were right. It is illegal.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me look at my PC part picker parts list. I have my build that I put together when I built my computer, and I've inputted all my prices, so I can actually see what my prices were. What was that 2016 when I built my computer, right?
Right. Well, heck, in 2017, I got 32 gigs of RAM for about 240, somewhere around there. So it was like 120 for 16 gigs, which isn't too bad. Now it's over $300, $400. I mean, that's just wrong, man.
Okay, I got it for. That's not it. Scrolling over. Okay, I have two 16 gigabyte kits, so that's 4 8 gig sticks, and for 2 8 gig sticks, it was $69.99. What the hell is it going for now? Prices. Oh, it doesn't even list the fucking price anymore.
Right, you got to buy the newer, more expensive shit, Frank.
Right. Don't worry, I can do a Google search. Micro Center, which is where I bought it. I bought it at Micro Center. Available for in-store pickup only. Well, please select your store. Okay.
We'll get back with you.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so 2 8 gig sticks equaling 16 gig, okay?
You were saying you got that for $70.
Yeah, $70 for, and I bought 2 of them because I was like, well, I can afford that. These are sold out currently. A kit with 2 8 gig sticks is $119.99. So 120 fucking bucks. That's literally double in just 2016.
And is yours the DDR3?
Yeah, that's fucking DDR3. And it's only 1600, so it's not like high-end RAM.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even the older RAM is affected,
Jesus, I don't even want to. I'll look at DDR4 while we're talking. Go ahead.
No, it's like look at the newer DDR3 4 with the higher speeds, like the 400 or the 4000 megahertz RAM that came out recently.
Well, the 3200 is.
They have up to 4000 now.
Well,
crazy.
The 3200 for 2 8 gig sticks on Micro Center is $179.99. So if I were to buy my RAM now for a newer motherboard that DDR4 instead of DDR3, because it's the same, well, it's G skills, but whatever, it's the same configuration, just probably faster. Now you've got RGB RAM, right?
Right, for my newer computer, that's DDR4, but mine was a 2666 RAM. I was like, I don't need it to be like the fastest, I just want it to be a large amount of RAM and with RGB,
66 DDR4.
Yeah. And I had the Trident Z.
Well, I just saw a Trident Z, but I'm not seeing it. I think it only comes in the 3200, which is 2 8 gig sticks, $214. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, and that's for 3200. If you get 3000, which is slightly slower or whatever, 204 still. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I got was 2 16 gig sticks.
Yeah, I don't know if those are even listed. Give me a second.
Well, because my goal is to get like 64 gigs put in there eventually. So I wanted to have 2 of my slots open.
Yeah. 2 8 gig. 2 8 gig. I'm not even seeing it.
Well, no, they make up to like 32 gig sticks of RAM.
Well, I mean, I'm not even seeing it on the page. Okay. 2 8 gig, 2 8 gig, 2 8 gig. If they have it, it's no, they only had the Corsair Vengeance up to 32.
Well, no, I could go to my PC part picker thing or Amazon or whatever.
Point is, it's ridiculously expensive.
I'm just saying this is what's available at your local Micro Center. Walk in and buy the shit. If you wanted to buy a 32 gig kit, which is essentially what I have, 4 8 gig sticks, it's $419 for Corsair Vengeance. Granted, it's RGB, whatever, but it's only 3,000. You know,
holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I got. Here's what I got. Turn chat.
Rat-tat-tat.
So what you're saying is you could sell your RAM for some hot cash.
Actually, I was wrong. It was 2,400 megahertz only.
Oh.
So this is going for 402.
And how much did you pay?
240.
Yeah, so
and that was just last year.
Jesus.
Yeah, that shit's illegal.
The RAM is too damn high.
Well, I do have some good news for people that are running low on money now, Frank. I just read today that Autodesk Sketchbook is now free.
Oh.
Sketchbook goes free.
I thought it was free. Or is that SketchUp?
No, you might be thinking
that's
of
Google.
Google sold SketchUp years ago, but there was a light version, but even now the Pro version is free. So,
and how does this help people like Frank?
Well, see, it's free, so he has more money for RAM.
The RAM too damn high. The RAM is too damn high.
Well, at least Dodge Rams are affordable, aren't they?
If you want to try and keep up with it, but that's a whole different matter.
Oh my!
Ask my dad about his RAM. Oh boy.
Do I wanna?
No.
Okay.
You don't.
So we're done with this article. Next.
Fucking next.
Scientists keep pigs' brains alive without a body for up to 36 hours. That's fucked up.
Can you imagine what that pig's brain is thinking that entire time?
Oh my god. Fucking hell. Oh my god.
Is it 36 hours?
Yeah.
It says it at the top.
Well, Nate's like, well, how do you even determine they're alive? It could be fake.
I'm saying,
fake.
Fake news next.
Is that what you said?
I'm saying, like, can you zoom enhance?
To the here's a picture of the pig. Hold on.
Tell us more. You know they can make glow in the dark pigs now.
Yep.
You know, for science and for also,
fun and profit.
Well, no, science. It helps tell us things about cancer and stuff. And they're adorable.
Didn't they say there was like they did a scientific thing where they took a brain of a dog and attached it to like under the skin of another dog, and they determined, oh yeah, it's still alive. It's just a brain though. Well, A, that's horrible, and B, how do you know?
Well, remember when they took the head of that one monkey and put it on another monkey?
Yeah, and he was mean mugging.
Didn't it bite him or something?
Researchers in the U.S. say they have managed to keep the brains of decapitated pigs alive outside of the body for up to 36 hours by circulating an oxygen-rich fluid through the organs. But yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Well, there was a book I had Elephants on Acid, where it was just weird science experiments they've done, and one was they got elephants stoned off their gourd on acid. It's actually harder than you would think, because they said, we need to see if this will work. So they gave it an elephant, they gave it a suppository with acid in it, and it fell over dead. I said, well, okay, that's too violent. So what do we need to do? So they get another elephant, they mixed acid with water, and it drank it, and then it was all giggly and high and other shit like that. But anyway, while the scientists led by Yale University neuroscientist Nenad Sistan say the brains are not conscious, they add the feat might help researchers to probe how the brain works and aid studies into experimental treatments for diseases ranging from cancer to dementia. Nah, man, they're gonna bring to life that Altered Carbon movie that show that I was telling you about, man.
Yeah, that's kind of like why I brought it up. I mean, wouldn't that pretty much be like hell, be just your brain without a body in a jar? Just like, I mean, people go crazy just for sitting in a hole in prison, you know? I mean,
right. Well, in this, they said that the brains aren't conscious, which is a little better. But I mean, there are people that have surgery that are awake for the whole thing, and you know how you're gonna know it. It's a rare case, but it happens. Yeah. Imagine you're like, oh, the person, don't worry, they're unconscious in the suspended animation, and then after 500 years, they're like, oh, thank God. Right. In Altered Carbon, when a person's dead, their consciousness is put onto a chip, and they're only alive when they're spun up, either in another body or they're in VR where they can, be talked to and stuff. They do that a lot when somebody is killed. They spin up, their stack and ask them, hey, who killed you? Oh, it was this guy. I mean, this is, like they said, just mapping the brain, because there's a lot about the brain we don't know. I mean, Alzheimer's, like I said, dementia, just stuff going wrong. It would be a major, pretty much impossible step to even get this far with a human brain, he said. Both in the pig and in a human, the whole brain is only available at death, but in the pig, you are taking a healthy animal and able to control exactly when and how it dies and immediately take out the brain. It would need to be cooled within a few minutes and then only rewarmed when oxygenated. That, she said, is unlikely to be possible for humans, knowing that even in the case of humans who have been pronounced brain dead, by the time the brain is accessible, it would be well and truly compromised. I mean, that's true. Because,
I wonder if these pigs like grains.
Do you think you could dehydrate the brain?
I mean, anytime you go without oxygen, you're getting brain damage. When a person drowns, it's that your brain is denied oxygen for, X amount of time. And then that's what causes the actual brain damage. So, by the time before you even, not counting freezer burn, you're already, fucking it up.
Brain freezer burn?
Oh, man.
That's right.
Why'd he do that shit?
Too soon, man.
What?
Who even knows what the disembodied voice even says half the time?
Too tsunami. Sorry, I'm tweaking something on my screen. It's bothering me. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I remember. Didn't they do like slices of Einstein's brain or whatever? Can't you like look at those at the museum or whatever?
I guess. Let me see. Einstein's obviously been conducted in the lab. Pathologists shortly after Einstein's death, 55, however, removed it and weighed the brain. Whether or not Einstein's brain was preserved prior extent is a matter of dispute.
Yeah, I thought they did like brain slices and like slides or something like that. Remember?
Yeah, I thought they at least took, like you said, made slides, and I thought they even took pictures of them just in case.
Yeah. They said they had he had like a larger area of his brain, like I don't know.
Here you go. Typical brain,
check-
Einstein. So what
Like
was he
they
missing a spot?
said he had, yeah, like he it was like missing a spot, but he had like a more profound other area of the brain or something like that.
So he's autistic.
I like this YouTube video. Is like there's like a bucket that says Einstein's brain because that's that's how it would be.
Is it enlarged?
The size actually has nothing to do with the brain power.
Yeah, no, I know that. I know that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, pea brain.
Okay. So,
I just realized I'm surprised nobody's made any Star Wars references.
Oh yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
It has nothing to do with anything.
So this.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this I was meaning to do a. This is more of a discussion. I probably should have done this first before the news, but so this is about Elric. He's this owner of this YouTube channel called Tech of Tomorrow, which like I've always been a fan of his show. I mean, Frank, you're more the Linus and the other, Frank P and stuff.
I mean, I like some of his reviews. I liked, yeah.
Frank's the Linus, and I'm the Schroeder.
But like,
go ahead.
Peanuts.
Well, it's just I like this channel because he actually said it in a way in his voice and stuff where he makes you actually want to buy the stuff, where he's not just like reading off a spec sheet on this shit,
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one thing I would say. Like Jay, he really knows his shit or whatever, but he kind of just like reads it, It seems like.
Well, I mean, if you do tests for hours and hours,
yeah, it's definitely different,
So what's the subject?
Noises, I guess.
Subject.
I'm just saying he was pretty much like this guy's like falling apart, man, because you were the one that shined some light on this for me. I guess he came out and admitted that he does have Parkinson's.
Early
on,
a
bunch of like asshole people were pointing out that he was shaking too much or something.
Yeah,
right?
in a lot of the videos, you notice that when he's holding stuff, his hands are visibly shaking, and people are the internet is full of assholes, and they all comment because they're behind a computer screen, and they say, "Look at this fucking guy." I don't even know what the comments were.
Like me and Nate, when
after the president of the country makes fun of a disabled reporter, I think.
Yeah.
Commenters on the internet are. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. But pretty much before that, I didn't even know he had like supposedly pneumonia almost took his life before this.
Yeah.
And then now, recently, in like yesterday or something video he did, his arm is in a cast or something because he's getting work on his shoulder. It's like, damn, man, he's
a diabetic who's lost both of his feet.
Yeah,
he's got an ulcer on his foot. So, what's left of his foot? So he's going to have his leg amputated.
Yeah,
and he's saying he's suffering from depression. And in his house he's in, his room is upstairs, but he's got no damn feet.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man.
And yeah, like the video, like he said when he was down there living just downstairs before, he couldn't do it. It was like so depressing just being downstairs, like living down there or whatever. He's like felt like he was in a cage or something because of his neighbor's fence or something. I forget what he was saying. But
yeah, it was fucking sad, but
he's saying he just didn't want to go on anymore in life,
Yeah, I mean, but And then I didn't look. The next one, is that the follow-up video he did? Did you give me 2 links?
Oh, well, one was about the pneumonia, and then the other one was about the more recent.
Oh, puppy.
Parkinson. Aw.
Yeah, and then he did a follow-up video with where
that special thank you or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, his fans are awesome. Because everyone,
I guess I probably should have included that too.
No, just put the sad and depressing shit in there, Downey Downerton. Fucking, that's where the money's at.
Buzz Killington.
Well, I mean, I'm just pretty much trying to put this out there to, try to support them where you can, and be supportive. Don't be an asshole.
Right.
Don't be a dick.
Imagine there are, assholes on the internet.
Yeah. Now I don't know if this guy if he has a Patreon or some way to donate to him. Like I remember was it the follow video? Like he was saying somebody donated, help give him a donation so he could even get the surgery on his shoulder or whatever.
I mean,
if you click on his newest one, you'll see his arm in a cast or whatever.
Hold on, let me go to his channel so I can upload one from you said today, a day ago?
Yeah, this is the newest one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a trooper. What a big tower to have such a little graphics card, by the way.
Yeah. Right. So basically,
some bright lights.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't want it to look like a dungeon, so I guess that makes sense.
Right. It's just crazy all the stuff that he does. I mean, he's not like a huge channel, but it's just the more you look into it, the more impressive it is.
15,000 views in this video that just came out the other day.
Yeah.
Aw. All these replies.
Like they try to look at some of the asshole comments, and it's just like
they're all gone.
The love has just spread.
That's why he did a thank you video, because his fans are like, "Nah, dude, keep on trucking." Yeah. I watched him because he gave honest reviews for like graphics cards and stuff. I watched a bunch of those. I just, if I'm looking for a specific review, I would go. I like Linus is more of a idea man at this point.
Yeah, he's a tweaker Rooney when it comes to like extreme over.
He
had an HDMI signal going through a bucket of water or something. I saw in his one video. It's crazy. What were you saying, Nate?
Personally, I don't know who a lot of these YouTubers are, but if you got a disability and you do what you can, you know what? Good for you.
Fuck yeah, man.
I knew this one guy on YouTube. He would do tech reviews and stuff, and like he was like physically disabled. In a lot of his videos, he was on the floor rather than being on his wheelchair because he could move around that way. And it's just like, hey man, being able to put yourself out there on the camera and talk about stuff and have people follow you. It's like, good on you. That's better than a lot of people can do.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so next article.
Did Linus have his nuts in a voice or something, man? What just happened?
What?
Ben's gone, dude.
Oh no.
He just dropped out. Solana was like, get your fucking nut right there.
What? Oh,
what happened?
Huh?
Well, I don't know, Ben. What happened, man? You just dropped the fuck out.
You guys.
Now your camera's off. Oh, there you are.
I was gonna say, did Solange just like put your nuts in a vice there?
Oh, if only. No, you guys. Ian froze, and all of a sudden I was like, "Hello," and then error popped up, and then it reconnected. So. The internet was telling us, "Okay, you guys talked about this depressing stuff long enough. Move on to happy stuff. Talk about puppies."
Right. Are you on your Are you on your new laptop, by the way, Ben?
Yes, Frank. That's what I
Okay.
said when I joined the call.
What kind did you say you had?
I've got an Acer Swift 3. Yes. 3.
Well, Frank, if you were to ever get a laptop, what kind would you get?
That kind. I have a laptop. I have an iBook. It holds my dust collection.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Well, I
You won't
decided to
give up
get
the
this one
dojo.
because my previous laptop I had in college in 2004. So
He didn't feel like putting Windows 10 on it.
well, I tried plugging a webcam into it, and it went, no. So,
No.
yeah.
But by the way, I wanted to ask Frank, where did he get that light version he put on his old Pentium or whatever?
Internet.
It's all about Pentiums. Yeah.
It was more of a proof of concept because XP is so buggy, and they're like, don't get on the internet with it, because people are like, no, I'm getting on the internet with it. No, don't get on the internet with it. I was like, I'll do it.
Hey, they even released the bug. What was that one bug back with the ransomware thing? They even went back and put an update to the XP though.
Yeah.
Wanna cry or whatever?
Yeah.
Why must I cry?
Like, it was that bad because there's a lot of infrastructure still using XP. Unfortunately.
Well, yeah, because why update it? It's not like they need it to look any different.
Right.
They don't need a Cortana.
It works. Oh, you don't need Cortana to. You don't need to be using Cortana to put in server commands.
Hell, most places still on fucking Windows 7. So anyway, Twitter alerts users, please change your passwords. Oh, whoops! I better Twitter.com. Talk amongst yourselves. I heard that on the radio this morning. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see a password for your when you set a password for your Twitter account, we use technology that masks it so no one in the company can see it. We recently identified a bug that stored passwords unmasked in an internal log. We have fixed the bug, and our investigation shows no indication of breach or misuse by anyone. Out of an abundance of caution, we ask you to consider changing your password for all services when you've used this password.
No, you don't understand. We fixed the bug.
So you told him that he's fired, right?
We figure it'll work itself out.
My problem is I can never fucking remember my passwords. Because every time, this one's wrong, so you got to do this now. Or you got to put a letter and a fucking character in there.
Why don't you use one of those password managers that...
No.
Like, they have the ones where it controls it over all your devices and stuff.
I use one, but it's been funky because I use one password and it was saving through Dropbox to sync, but then when I got the Windows version, at some point they moved from you just own the copy of it to now they want you to have a subscription account. Yes,
Now you don't have access to your password.
No, I did. I went for the thing and did some stuff, but the Windows version is annoying because it constantly wants me to re-enter my master password to update the password that I'm entering because Chrome has them saved, and they have. It's annoying.
I don't trust my browsers to keep my passwords.
Oh no, God no.
Chrome.
Chrome.
So basically, they found it. It's not like a lot of times when there's a breach, it's like, oh, hey guys, did you know there's a bug in your software? Oh, fuck. They flat out came out and said, hey guys.
At least they came out and said it rather than some guy finding out 6 weeks later, and telling us, "Hey, did you hear about this thing that they covered up?"
Oh,
They still haven't fixed that shit. Mang. Why ain't they fix that shit, Mang? Oh, well. Your guys' thoughts on this?
I deleted my Twitter a while ago.
I didn't know you had
Aw.
one.
Why, Ian?
I just don't use it, man. It's a job just to put out tweets all the time,
Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, tweet,
I
tweet.
use Facebook. That's about it. That's all I mean.
I like Facebook to a point. I'm about ready to just fucking get rid of it.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't.
but then how are we
how
gonna
you
hear your random Frank's dot streams then?
How you gonna remember your friends' birthdays, Frank?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually a matter of, hey, look who you think is your friend, but not really.
I
Because
don't
you
know,
get on,
man.
like, I have to go to their page. I'm like, who is this fucker again? And then here's the test. You go first, who is this person? Step 2, scroll down. If you immediately see your post last year wishing them a happy birthday, fuck it.
Well, it's when the
Fuck
person
it,
has
fuck it.
3 different profiles, and you're just like, which one is the real you?
Right. Someone we went to school with, Ben, is missing, and their boyfriend posted on their Facebook, hey, I can't find her. That's not good.
No.
Hmm.
I always love how I get Amber Alerts from like another state. Like, what do you want me to do about it?
I love the Amber Alerts when, like, at 4 a.m. going off. It's like, oh, let me check my bedroom for this sedan that's going by. Nope, don't see it.
Oh, they're like 5 counties over. I got a while till they reach me.
Yeah. It's like it always seemed kind of pointless to me because it's like the people that could really possibly know anything shady is going on, they would report it to the police before that thing even came out, probably.
See, it's not necessarily about that. It's about letting everybody know and be like, hey, I think I saw you on the Amber Alert like a couple weeks ago.
If you see something, say something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, but people will probably forget and they're not
Usually.
even they're not gonna investigate anything.
Well, it's one of those things where it's becoming an annoying thing that it pisses people off more than it actually does anything. Much like
Like a car
the terror.
alarm.
Well, like the terror alert system. What does any of it mean? We don't know. What can we do? Nothing. So what's it do other than make people scared? So
Right.
anyway,
Anyways, I think that's all my articles. Yes,
That's
we
all
should
your
keep-
articles?
Yeah. That's all my articles, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you all napped.
Oh, okay.
That's so sweet.
It's
Because
so
then
sweet.
you can sit up till like
because Frank's
tomorrow
gonna
night.
keep us up for the rest of the fucking night.
Right.
Murder She Wrote going on over there. Kolchak typing up his next story.
Frank likes to listen to that last slide of the typewriter.
All right. Okay. Let me go to my articles here. Hold on.
Well, you could have been going to that article when we were doing that.
I was checking my Facebook. Actually, I changed my Twitter password and then I started going through my feed.
That was serious? You actually didn't know
Yeah,
about
because I
that?
heard it this morning on the news and I said, oh, yeah. And then I haven't been on Twitter since because I've actually been busy as fuck. Anyway, I'm surprised this article didn't make it into your news, sir. This is breaking for today. NVIDIA just killed its controversial GeForce affiliate program.
I did see something about that. I didn't know too much about it yet, though.
When
Explain
NVIDIA
what-
announced its GeForce Partner Program, GPP, just a few short weeks ago, the company pitched it as being beneficial to consumers, saying it would, quote, ensure that gamers have a full transparency into the GPU platform and software they're being sold, end quote. A controversy ensued, however, and now NVIDIA is pulling the plug on the program. To quickly recap how things got to this point, the program aimed to incentivize NVIDIA's hardware partners to align their gaming brands exclusively with GeForce products. In exchange, NVIDIA would provide a host of perks, including early access to products and enhanced marketing support. NVIDIA stressed that the program wasn't exclusive and that its partners could continue to sell and promote any products they wanted. Quote, partners choose to sign up for the program and they can stop participating anytime. There's no commitment to make any monetary payments or product discounts for being part of the program, NVIDIA stated in a blog post announcing the program. Where things started to go off the rails is when Kyle Bennett of Hard OCP published an investigative report on the program, one that called into question NVIDIA's intentions and the purported benefits of the program. AMD actually shopped the story to Hard OCP and other outlets, and while there didn't appear to be anything unsavory at first glance, Kyle said he dug up some concerning information after speaking with several potential partners. The biggest concern, according to Kyle, was that the companies feared NVIDIA would hold back allocating of GPUs if they chose not to participate, even though that wasn't part of the terms. Quote, from all we have to talk to, the issue of not allocating GPU inventories to non-GPP partners have not been spelled out contractually, but is rather done on a wink and a nod, Kyle said. Once news of the program spread, including the controversial aspects, AMD used it as a rallying cry for its own GPUs under the banner of freedom of choice. NVIDIA's program wasn't around long enough to gain any major traction, though. We did see where things were going. For example, Asus unveiled a new Ares brand of AMD's Radeon cards, presumably because it was going to attach its Republic of Gamers ROG brand exclusively with GeForce products, as the program would have required. This brings us back to today's announcement. Quote, a lot has been said recently about our GeForce partner program. The rumors, conjecture, and mistruths go far beyond its intent. Rather than battling misinformation, we have decided to cancel the program, NVIDIA said in a new blog post on the matter. NVIDIA maintains that the goal with GPP was simply to ensure that gamers knew exactly what they were buying and that most partners agreed to participate. However, NVIDIA is scrapping the program in an effort to avoid any distraction from the super exciting work we're doing to bring amazing advances to PC gaming, end quote. In short, too late, GPP is officially dead. Thoughts?
You know what I have to say?
Bullshit!
Yes.
That's totally wasn't the outcome that it was going to be, though, because they were like, oh, yeah, you NVIDIA people, you get to keep the actual brand that you knew and trust the ROG Strix, but you AMD people, you get to hear some shit brand you don't even know, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right. It's if you're making
that wasn't the truth.
If you're making a company make a different line of GPUs just because they're afraid of losing your sales, whether you did it intentionally or not, that's a shit move.
Yeah. And
Benjamin?
you know, like that Elric guy, he did a couple of videos, you know, like he's corrected himself on some of the videos with the rumors, but that the thing that people were saying about that era shit, that's all truth. That's not rumors, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go ahead, Ben. Do you got any thoughts on that?
What?
No, for real though. Do you got any thoughts on this article?
Nope.
Well,
Nate Dogg?
So, do you guys think that it was kind of a cover-up? Like, they're like, okay, we're just going to shut it down before anything comes out of this.
Yeah, they figured that rather than run their own name through the mud, they said, fuck it, we'll get rid of it.
yeah. Pretty much people were... It's surprising how quick people caught on to this, because it was just supposed to be a thing for manufacturers, you know? You'd like...
Right. It wasn't supposed to be... The actual consumer really wouldn't be in the know. They said it was for the consumer's benefit, but as far as our participation in it is very minimal.
Right.
But the thing is... go ahead.
You know, like, we make fun of a lot of people, like you know, like when we play Would You Rather or whatever, and then you're the YouTube comments and shit, but it's like the actual people that do matter, like a lot of tech people and stuff, they really know their shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, You know,
it's like
if
either you're really smart or you're really dumb. That's become so polarizing with intelligence nowadays.
well, the thing is, no, like unless you're a fanboy, yes, people will say Nvidia has performance, but that performance comes at a price. Whereas if the price is also going to possibly limit our ability to choose, that becomes monopolization, which, like you said, is bullshit. And it's good that the customers are aware of this. You could say AMD did whatever you want. It becomes mudslinging at that point because it's not like AMD said they didn't give a shit about miners. I mean, I honestly kind of agree with that, but I don't think AMD was sitting there going, yes, this is exactly what we need to do. Yeah, we'll rake them through the mud. Yeah. They don't have to try to sell their cards. Cheap bastards like me will buy their cards. But I thought this was interesting. And while we're talking about NVIDIA and their business practices and why I don't like them, NVIDIA tells GTX 1060 owners that a new non-buggy GPU driver is coming, quote, very soon. In the meantime, there's a workaround. A customer care representative for NVIDIA has responded to complaints on its community forum that its 397.13 driver release is causing installation headaches for some GeForce GTX 1060 owners, and perhaps owners of other video cards as well. The good news for those affected by the issue is that NVIDIA is including a fix in its next driver release, which will be available very soon. We will be releasing a new driver very soon with a fix for this. I understand how inconvenient it is, the NVIDIA representative said. In the meantime, the rep offered up a couple of temporary workarounds. The first is to disable and re-enable the GPU in the device manager, which will reload the driver. If that doesn't work, the rep recommends rolling back the 391.35 driver release until the new one is made available. For whatever reason, the issue seems to mostly affect GeForce GTX 1060 owners. Those affected by it are getting stuck in an installation loop whereby they're prompted to restart their PC only to find the driver didn't install correctly. Rinse and repeat. So, I mean, that's kind of shitty. Because, which GeForce GTX 1060s, they said? Let me do a quick search. How much are those motherfuckers going for? Let's see. Newegg.
Well, they're a entry level type of thing, you know.
Yeah, 300. But you know, you buy a $300 card, and all of a sudden,
I think it's pretty much like a 480, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Now here's the question: what do you think it did to the price of the card?
Retail price or resale price?
Resale price.
Well, since it's a driver issue, people will hold their breath on a driver issue. I don't think it did much. Right. It might have soured a couple people on it that were already considering. Just because of other business practices they've done, I wouldn't support them anyway, personally. AMD fanboy. So,
well, actually, I do have a question for Nate. Like, I know we did a couple articles on it, but what do you think about all these, you know, like these resale video cards floating the market now with, you know, like the mining?
So with eBay,
on eBay,
all electronics have a money back guarantee thing, and anyone who's smart enough would know when you're buying a graphics card, you do that that clocking test, and you run that for like the first 24 hours, and if your card breaks, then you return it.
Have you heard of this clocking test, Frank?
No. And doggone it, I'm smart enough and people like me.
But here's the question, do you buy used graphics cards?
Do I?
Yes.
If there is a price that's good enough, I will, yes.
Okay. Yeah. But have you in the past?
No, I've only bought one graphics card.
Then you wouldn't, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't know about it. But I'm saying somebody who is going to buy a graphics card, they should know that. You should also do that for a new graphics card. That way, if you got one that's bad from the manufacturer, like 6 months down the road, you're not like, oh crap, my warranty just ran out.
Well, here's the thing. Frank, he did an article a little while ago about that where he was saying, that it's actually less than you would think. It's actually less than if you were doing like hardcore gaming and stuff, even if it's 24/7 mining.
Yeah,
like
you might have to replace a fan, maybe.
Fan. Yeah. But the electronics are still good. Even if you're still doing 24/7 mining, it's still going to be the actual electronics is supposed to go to the lifetime of whatever that is, like 10 years or whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't remember when it was I did the article, but it was basically called, should I buy a GPU from a miner, yada yada.
Yeah.
I mean, prices are pretty, rad right now on eBay. For not the Vega series yet, but like here's a 580, the gigabyte variant for $270.
Okay.
Used and abused,
Yeah.
But that supports, I think, 5, monitors here.
It's all used up.
But anyway, Ben.
What you're saying, Frank?
What?
Hi, Ben. Are we boring you tonight? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with the
Video
GPU
cards,
news.
It totally does it for me. Talk about video cards. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, it's just the market is so volatile right now. It's like, oh my god, it's up. Oh my god, it's down. Oh my god, it's up.
It all comes down to Frank hates miners.
Yes.
Bitcoin miners. Why must you ruin everything?
Yes.
That's what.
Yeah, but that's with this RAM prices though. That's only half the equation now. It seems,
All right. Also, by the way, Intel rolls out first day 0. Oh, fuck you, ads. First day 0 launch ready graphics driver. Software side shaping up for a dedicated GPU run. So I threw this in here just because, oh boy, it's getting interesting. I mean, you can say what you want about Intel. Shitty computers have integrated graphics, so they know how to do graphics. Now that Intel is getting serious with discrete graphics, the software side has been stepping up the ante, similar to what AMD did with its Crimson driver packages, as they pave the way to dedicated graphics products. So, I mean,
do you think they're gonna come out with their own video card with that guy that was from AMD?
Raj.
Yeah.
My thought is, I hope they do. Even though I'm a AMD fanboy, and that kills me a little bit. I look at
the good for the market.
That's exactly it. I go, well, in
who's
the long
less of
run,
a dick, NVIDIA or Intel?
Who's less of a dick?
Yeah. I would probably have to say Intel.
If I had to, yeah. Nate Dogg, what do you think?
Intel or NVIDIA?
Yeah.
Like who's more shady?
I wouldn't trust him with my wallet. I'll say that much. Here, hold my wallet. I got to run to the car real quick, and then it's gone.
I would say Intel.
Why would you say Intel?
So, with the motherboard drivers, and so does your graphics card work on older motherboards, all motherboards, for instance?
Oh no, because the actual slot is differently shaped depending on how far you go back.
Yeah, but like, so with AMD, their motherboards, if your motherboard breaks and they don't make the motherboard anymore, you don't have to replace everything. But
yeah, I would say like the AMD stuff is a lot more, like the whole ecosystem is a lot more compatible.
Yeah, and so that's kind of shady because like if a component breaks and let's say they don't make it anymore, you have to replace everything. Whereas if if your graphics card doesn't fit your machine, you probably didn't buy it for that machine. in the first place. I don't know where I was going with this.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going either there, Nate. I'm kind of confused.
Right.
I'm scared. I need you to hold me.
Well, basically, the point is more competition is a good thing.
Oh, yeah, more competition is a good thing.
Yes, for the consumer. We all know this, but they will tell us, oh, no, it's not what you want. Yes, it is. Fuck you. That's what we want.
So
they try to tell us it's not, but...
There's even a guy I remember saying, oh, yeah, competition is a sin. Like,
they try to tell us what we don't, that we don't know what's best. Fuck you. We're grown-ups.
Right. So we would have a team red, green, and blue then.
Ooh. No. It's got to be RGB.
Yeah. And which color is first?
AMD.
Yeah.
Because the A and then the red. So could you have a build that's all like RGB? Literally, let's see. Could you have the AMD graphics with a Intel processor with NVIDIA? What though? I don't know. Anyway,
Well, you could use NVIDIA for an external GPU, I guess.
or like a second one.
Weren't they working on something where you could do like an NVIDIA AMD like crossfire type of thing or something? I thought they were trying to do that.
Dog. I don't
My
know, dog.
computer has an NVIDIA graphics card, and it's AMD. So.
Well, yeah. I explained that to a guy. He didn't understand it. He's like, "Can you have that with that?" I go, "Yeah." Oh, you can? Yeah, they don't care. Oh, I like money. I want your money. Oh, Mandy. Okay.
I did think you could have a video graphics card with the AMD processor and then have that Octane thing.
Octane.
That's Intel.
Okay, where's the... Oh, I minimized it so I couldn't see what I was doing. Okay. So that's my last GPU story, Ben. Sorry to drag you through with the boring.
Do you have something a little bit more mainstream for him? Or Apple related? Because I'm sure you got some Doug stories in there.
I was hanging on to these for when Doug joined us, but I don't think I've got a week to wait for it. And then he'll say, "Oh, it's already been fixed." Okay.
Next.
I knew buying a newly redesigned MacBook Pro was stupid, and I did it anyway. Do not be me. I was desperate for a new Apple laptop to replace my dying 2012 one, and as soon as the 2016 MacBook Pro with Touch Bar was available to buy, I ordered it. This was a major redesign for Apple, and experience with other products told me that buying the first gen of a new laptop would be a very bumpy ride. I did it anyways. There was regret. So basically, this guy, first it showed up dead, so we had to get a replacement off the fucking bat. Then the keyboard started leaving marks on his screen that wouldn't wipe away with microfiber, water, or rubbing alcohol. Then the arrow keys on his keyboard fucking died. And then last week he says, sometimes it just wouldn't charge. So he thought, oh man, it's the logic board. And he took it to the Genius Bar, and they said, actually, no, it's the fucking keyboard and the things. They're just shitty. There's a design flaw. And go ahead.
Well, I know you did it last week. Did Ben? Did you hear about that thing with Linus or whatever? They were like, "Oh yeah, we don't even make replacement parts for that."
No. What happened?
What was it, Frank? Did you have any articles on that or updates?
Oh, his iMac. No,
Yeah.
it was you and Doug actually. Doug was the one who brought it up. Basically, he had a brand new iMac that they fucked with and broke. Oh, by the way, here's your story about the Google minivan in autonomous mode involved in a crash in Arizona. Basically, he had a brand new iMac, and they fucked it up and needed something replaced. And they said, "Oh, well, we can't repair it, but we can give you to this authorized dealer." And the authorized dealer said, "Yeah, we don't actually have the parts. because it's that new. And so Apple
Doug was talking about this last week.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Ben wasn't
we're
here
catching
last
Ben
week.
up on it.
What, the iMac Pro?
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy has this whole article. He talks about prices and problems he had. He, like I said, he thought it was a logic board, and no, it was a keyboard. And
well, this keyboard thing is a separate thing, right?
Well, petition calls on Apple to recall and replace failing Butterfly MacBook Pro keyboards. Apple's Butterfly keyboard design has been polarized, changed since it was introduced. Some users love it, while others had numerous issues. Now, a new Change.org petition aims to force Apple to recall the Butterfly keyboard and replace it with a different working keyboard. Imagine Doug's thoughts. So
it's already been fixed. I fixed it.
Right. Well, see, you shouldn't fuck with what Apple said not to fuck with. So, you know. Right? But also,
all the shit I buy works.
Right. I bought it like, this is 10 years old and it's still going strong, you know, for nothing.
Well, do you have any opinions on either of those, by the way, Ben? Because he's the Apple guy.
I mean, you know, whatever happens, you know, your mileage may vary. I mean, I haven't bought a new Mac yet because I'm waiting to see what happens, you know, with the next ones roll out and what my situation's going to be with my setup. But because I don't want the trash can, and it's like I don't want to buy an iMac because okay, the screen, but the inside, you know.
From what I've heard, the larger iMacs, because they're so, you know, tightly packed, the fans will actually make a lot more noise because they run hot for actual, like, more intense, like the graphic stuff. Like there was guys doing video rendering and other stuff. They said you'd be sitting there and it just sound like a jet engine. I don't know what other tasks, but that's the only complaint I've heard about newer iMacs.
Hey, did you hear Jay did a video about I forget if it was, I think it was NVIDIA versus AMD recently. But he said, yeah, they pretty much swapped now. And now it's like NVIDIA is the heat monster, you know?
Girl, look at that body. So anyway, by the way, report, Apple is refusing to replace iPhone batteries. And this is not an old article. So remember, there was that whole problem before with the batteries. Is oh, fine, we'll replace your fucking batteries. This is into the fifth now. This is from the second. In December last year, Apple admitted it was slowing down older iPhones in order to preserve battery life and avoid crashes. But this information wasn't conveyed to users until someone noticed how much faster the old iPhone became with a new battery fitted. In response, Apple apologized and started a $29 battery replacement program. As 9 to 5 Mac reports, it looks as though Apple isn't honoring the $29 battery replacement pledge for all eligible iPhone owners. Before Apple will replace the battery, it checks the iPhone for other damage. If any is found that impairs replacement of the battery, then it must be fixed first. But users are claiming that even a small crack in the screen, a dent on the edge of the handset, or a broken microphone and speaker are being seen as impairing battery replacement. As a result of this, the $29 you expected to spend can turn into hundreds of dollars as Apple decides your screen, case, parts must be replaced before the battery.
Scam.
That defeats the point of offering a cheap battery replacement for many, especially as these phones are functioning well enough in spite of the damage they have. Have you ever seen somebody with a fucked up screen where it's like, how are you even using that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Apple's treating statement as a part of the warranty. Fuck you with your videos. And it's clearly not fair, and complaints about this shirt keep piling up. But also, I do have a good story though about Apple.
Well, actually, before you do that, what were you saying before, Nate, about like the iPhone 7 and 8s was like muting the microphone or something?
Oh yeah, I saw that article somewhere.
Found that was interesting. We should have done that too. I forgot about that. But anyways, I guess go. Do you have an opinion about that though, Ben?
No.
You have an iPhone, don't you, Ben? What?
There are all kinds of issues with getting battery released and cell phones and everything. So, I mean, Apple does, shady stuff with that, yeah, but so is, Samsung and other people.
Not really.
Hmm.
You can just
I
buy
don't
them online.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah, they said iFixit has a $29 kit.
Yep. That's cool, man.
well, yeah. I'm surprised you're not all over these articles, Ben, because you'd be like, want to defend them or something,
I'm not Doug. I don't care.
He doesn't live breathing shit Apple.
Well, do you think, like after Steve Jobs died, do you think any quality control has gone up or down?
Well, I mean, he was very strict on them, but I mean, I don't know. It's been a while, and who knows? As far as like new ideas and bringing in new stuff, I mean, Tim Cook's been in charge of stuff for a while anyway, so I don't know. It is what it is.
Well,
It
hey,
was
you're
what it
happy
was.
with your iPad Pro, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, I saw that their Samsung came out with a similar competitor recently to that, where it had some kind of nifty stylus or something.
Nice.
you draw
Competition.
with.
Okay. So my next article.
All right.
That's a good story. Good job, Apple. Teen's Apple Watch may have saved her life. Deanna Reckendwald has always been athletic. She plays volleyball, cheerleads, and has done gymnastics since she was 5 years old. So when her Apple Watch alerted her that her resting heart rate had spiked to 190 while she was simply sitting in a pew at church, Reckendwald and her family were naturally skeptical. The watch kept saying that Deanna's heart rate would go up to 140, then dip back down to 60, then go up to 140 again. Then it spiked to 190, and the watch vibrated on her arm, alerting her to seek medical attention. Deanna's father, Tom Reckendwald, tells CBS News, "My wife is a registered nurse, and so she decided to check Deanna's pulse to see if that was really happening. And when she did, the watch was spot on. Deanna's mother rushed her to an urgent care center, and when medical personnel checked her blood pressure, they discovered that it was a worrisome 150 over 99. That's when they sent the Reckendwalds to the emergency room at Tampa General Hospital for further testing. They did all sorts of labs and EKG, but what they ended up coming back with was more than just a heart problem. It was something underlying that we didn't know," Reckendwald told CBS News. "She was in kidney failure. Her kidneys were only working at about 20%, and we had no idea that they were failing. After biopsy, doctors determined that Deanna suffers from Alport syndrome, a genetic condition that causes the progressive loss of kidney function. And while the Apple Watch luckily alerted Deanna to the symptoms before she would have required emergency surgery, doctors say she will likely still need a kidney transplant in about 5 years. Tom Reckendwald says the whole family is currently getting tested to see which, if any of them, are viable candidates." So, I mean, that's crazy. She never knew that she had this fucking problem.
Right.
But,
Well,
it happened
better
to
find out from an Apple Watch than to find out from when you're, laying on the ground dead. So,
yeah. By the way, what did you think about the Apple headquarters stuff where people kept running into the glass windows? Did you hear about that, Ben?
Nope.
Yeah, the Apple building has glass walls, and like they have continually called 911 because people will walk into them and hurt themselves on the corners, or like the thicker pieces of glass will either be cut or.
That's why they don't make buildings like that.
They're like, no, we're ahead of it. They just don't want to have any fucking windows. That's all that is. The Turn Off the Lights extension can do much better than darken your browser. Chrome/Firefox. If you used a web browser at any point in the last 8 years, you've surely heard of the extension Turn Off the Lights. It's the best way to automatically embiggen your YouTube videos when you start watching, and of course, dim your browser's background for a prettier view, even if you're already using YouTube's dark mode. However, the extension can do a lot more, and you probably haven't had a chance to play around in its option menu to discover all of its extended capabilities. We don't blame you. There's a lot to look at, and that takes time away from YouTube pets you could be watching. So basically, yeah, this is another little tweaker-rooney for your YouTubes. And
so does it just, like, what does it do that the dark doesn't do? The dark theme for the...
Oh, look, there's automatically make YouTube prettier for playback, which I use Magic Action, so that doesn't matter, but you could set it to always do 1440p. Enable ambient lighting for HTML5 video players. Feel a little glitchy, could be done well. What else? Control volume. I mean, I have that with Magic Actions. I just saw this and was like, oh, this could be good for, eye strain or for whatever. Any it's nice to have options. Magic Actions has been in. Is it still in beta, Ben, or is it in alpha now?
What's in beta?
I said Magic Actions. Is it in beta or?
I don't know if it's in beta. It's been, on the Chrome store forever. So
yeah, it's been in development for a long time. It has a lot more features, I think, but I mean, it's good to be able to do stuff, and just gotta read the options, man.
Well, speaking of options, I wonder. I still haven't gotten that dark mode for the YouTube app on my phone or my tablet yet.
Oh yeah, no, there's no on the.
I thought that was supposed to be coming. You even did an article on that.
Yeah, not yet. You shut the fuck up.
Well, some people are saying they already have it.
Yeah, of course they say that.
I think it came out on iOS. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
People say lots of stuff. By the way, Chrome is changing how it mutes auto-playing videos. Again.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be having like 3 different fixes for that shit by now, Frank?
Yeah. Google's quest to kill autoplay videos with sound has been a confusing ride over last year. But last month, Chrome finally went all the way and started muting autoplaying videos on sites by default. Now, Google is changing the way its mute system works again. In a blog post on Thursday, the Chrome team announced the latest version of the browser has already started learning which sites you'd prefer not to mute. This isn't entirely different from the previous update. Before, Chrome would still allow sound on sites where your history showed a tendency to interact with the autoplay video. That caveat was especially important to Google because it owns YouTube, probably one of the only sites on which you might be fine with some sound suddenly blaring from your speakers. So basically, wait a minute, they put YouTube videos in the autoplay? Well, hold on. So, yeah. What do you guys think of that?
I'm sorry, I was checking the time. What did you say there? Some of the YouTube videos were in autoplay, so they're like, we're not gonna.
Yeah, they're changing the way they do it, so I can understand they want to kind of whitelist YouTube if they can.
Yeah.
Protect their interests and whatnot.
Right. I mean, that does make sense.
Kind of screws over the end users, but whatever. Ben?
Yeah?
You have any thoughts on this?
Auto-playing videos are the devil.
That's right, they the devil.
The devil.
Mama said foosball is the devil. Nate Dogg?
Especially foosball playing ads.
I concur.
All right, we're all in agreement.
Well, now that we got Nate's opinion, we can move on now.
Next, Microsoft is making it easier to take screenshots on Windows 10. I'm not going to read this because it's just a how-to, and it's really fucking short. But, hey,
anything the screenshot button was too hard?
Hey, anything to make it easier for Meemaw to take pictures of her
Do you mean
son's
print
Facebook.
screen? Is that the screenshot button?
It's 2 little AV8 paragraphs, double spaced, Nate. Look, the next Windows 10 Insider Preview build includes a lot of trial features, including a new way to take screenshots. Instead of putting a screen sketch tool behind the Windows Ink menu, it's now a standalone app. Users will be able to summon it with a shortcut, Win key plus Shift plus S, but instead of capturing the full screen, the updated feature operates like the snipping tool that drags an area to save an image. Plus, you can even replace the standard print screen functionality with the new screen sketch tool. You'll also be able to get a quick screen snip button in the Action Center. And anybody with a digitally interfacing pen can set up to snip from a single clip. The Windows team's post noted that these changes are based on feedback, so keep speaking up if the screenshot functionality could still be improved.
Right.
So they're saying, we didn't make this shit up. Look, you guys fucking wanted this. I mean, I understand, because that would be like, why'd they do that? That's stupid. I can already do that. Well, people asked for this feature, dumb, so shut up.
I do have to ask, though, Frank, like, with,
yes,
because as much as I love tech and everything, like, some things I'm still kind of like Meemaw with, like, I'm still pretty new to the Windows 10. So, like, I heard that there's really not, like, an official way of getting into, like, a safe mode on there. Is that right?
I don't
do a workaround or whatever.
I don't use safe mode. I'm not a pussy.
You've never had to get into a safe mode?
Yeah, you have to get into safe mode to properly check for viruses.
I do a raw dog, Nate. What are you talking about, pussy? Shit. You know what antivirus software I got? None. It's
Seriously?
called Luck. Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah, he says he just doesn't go to shady sites.
Yeah, if I do, it's on my Mac,
Seriously?
Seriously. Super serial.
What's your IP address?
It's www.suckmywiener.com. .com. But no, I don't. I've anytime I've started my computer
or WEI.
Oh, it's a .org. I'm sorry, it's an organ. Hey Nate, what's better than roses on a piano?
I don't know what.
Tulips on an organ. So, anyway,
I'll get it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, whenever I start up a computer and it says start Windows in safe mode, I go fuck that noise, bloop, and just start it up like usual because I don't care. I don't care. Even when I've had a blue screen error or just start up and come black, I still go, well, let me Google it. I'll figure the fuck out, and then I fix it.
I've never had like a rootkit or anything like that. You had to get rid of.
No. Anytime I've had to put anything in a safe mode, it's because it wouldn't boot any other way. And I had to check and see, is it only gonna, no, it doesn't even let me boot in safe mode. Okay, it's fucking fried. And that was the Windows XP days.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, then again, you just built a computer a couple of years ago, so
I went to XP to Mac I had Windows 8.1 for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
which
there's that. 8.1 was supposed to be the patch for 8. 8 apparently was the one that you can't even find a pirated copy of 8 right now, by the way. I tried to find a legitimate sold copy of 8 and I couldn't do it.
I found one earlier today.
Well, I wasn't looking today.
I had found one, but it was like some kind of like Russian version or something.
I had a key that I purchased for 8, and then I tried to download an image, and Microsoft's like, "Oh, we don't have the key for 8. You have to buy 8.1." I'm like, "No, I don't have the key for 8.1. I have the key for 8. They're too fucking bad." Anyway, by the way, in case you didn't hear, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have this one ISO downloader because you don't have to use the creation tool or whatever. They have one that has like various versions of Windows that will download straight from their the Microsoft site, and they do have a like the original Windows on there, because they have you could choose to download like the server versions and all that stuff. I don't know.
I
if you
tried to
could even
download
put
it from
those.
Windows site and it was blocked. It came up to a not found page.
Huh.
But anyway, by the way, Sprint and T-Mobile are officially merging, and it's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're trying to spin it as that's great for consumers. No, it's not.
How is
Monopoly.
How is that anything good?
Yeah, how is that not a monopoly anymore?
Yeah, like they're like they said, it's going to become like the
Well,
phones.
You just have Ajit Pai explain it, and it all makes sense.
Right. No, like as soon as this happened, there were articles where they tried to spin it. The thing is, we're getting closer to Canada's phone network, where when you get bigger, like a smaller group of bigger companies, they're not in actual competition with each other, so they don't give a fuck. So they don't make anything competitively priced. They make everything high as fuck because you're gonna have to pay it, and it's a joke.
So who gets? Do they like have to draw straws or measure dicks to like whose company is going to be
Canada,
there?
Frank, you can ask a resident expert.
What do you need to know?
Oh, how are cell phone networks in Canada?
Can you expand on that? Like, how do you mean exactly?
Okay? From what my limited reading on the subject, basically there are like 3 or 4 big companies that own everything, so nothing is competitively priced. Is that true?
I wouldn't say 3 or 4 big companies. There's a number of small companies.
Mm-hmm.
But the small companies aren't able to compete with the big ones. So most of their programs are not great.
Mm-hmm. I doubt you would want spotty service in an area as big as Canada too.
Oh no, there's no spotty service. We have excellent coverage.
That's not what we got here in the States. If it's a small company, it's shit.
Oh, I don't know. I've never been with a small company, but as far as I know,
small companies sublease from other from bigger groups.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The company that I'm with, they used to lease towers from the another company. The company they used to lease towers from is actually the North American leader in cellular service. So they are actually better than any American company when it comes to cellular service and a lot of telecommunication products. Portable, wireless, and all. Not portable, wireless and wired for businesses and such. So, we have the North American leader in my province. But I'm not with them. I'm with one of their competitors. Because their competitors actually, I pay a little bit more, but I get better coverage when I travel, because most of the traveling I do is out. Well, not most, but when I travel out of province, I have better coverage there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I should say had, because I've been with this company for 10 years. When I initially went with this company, I went with them because most of the services were very equal. They were slightly less expensive, and I could get this is 10 years ago. I could get the ringtone that I wanted.
Dum da dum dum dum.
Now 10 years later, I've been with them, like I said, for a decade. I really enjoy them. I've never had any issues with them. Their customer service is absolutely amazing and excellent, and I don't know that I'd go with anybody else.
And who did you say this year with?
I'm with TELUS.
No cricket for you?
No.
Well,
No,
but basically the bigger companies, aren't there just basically like 3 or 4 large companies? So nothing is No?
No. Well, there's a number of large companies. I wouldn't say 3 or 4. It's probably like.
Well, what do we have in the States, Frank? Verizon.
We have AT&T, Verizon, and then it was Sprint and T-Mobile, which this article, like I said, Sprint and T-Mobile in the U.S. are merging.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're from. You're going to get one less of them because they're going to merge.
But their article, they're like, you know, we reached an agreement to come together to form a new company, a larger, stronger competitor. No, there's no competition. When you're big, you're the only fucking game in town, buddy. You get to charge whatever you want because just like gas, fuck it, they got to pay it.
So, like, who's consuming who here? Or are we just gonna call it?
It's a percentage, actually. It's not literally like the stock owners give. Like, I think what was it? There was an actual article that broke down the shares and shit that I don't care about.
So, are they merging the name like Time Warner kind of thing, or are they?
It's gonna be called T-Sprint.
No, one article I read said it was just going to be called T-Mobile, which I thought would be silly because I thought Sprint had more shares. But I mean, this also plus this whole thing's not even cleared. Like the FCC or whoever they might just say no, you can't do that. No.
Did Singular Wireless? Did they get gobbled up already?
They're AT&T, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
They were Singular was around right before the iPhone came out, and then for a minute they got bought up by AT&T. So your phone would say AT&T, or depending on where you were, it would say Singular, and people were like, "Look, it says Singular instead of AT&T." And then it was all AT&T until Verizon said, "Hey, you can use us too." But anyway,
I just remember the colors for each one. Like Singular was like orange, and then Sprint is yellow, and then like
T-Mobile is pink.
Yeah, T-Mobile.
AT&T is blue.
Yeah, they were pink, and they had the
Virgin was pink too. I think.
Virgin was red, actually.
Oh, okay, like Verizon.
Yeah, so they were kind of. The thing is, Virgin had nowhere near any of the carrier. Like they were like
the hot Virgin wireless girl down in commercials.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She was in T-Mobile, I think. But anyway, so yeah, that's more bad shit for consumers. Did you hear about what Comcast is doing, by the way?
No, I'm sure you'll tell us though.
Oh, goddamn right. Comcast has a new plan to
guys, it's time for Ben and I to go because he needs to watch me eat French fries.
That's a great story. Bye-bye.
It's date night.
Bye. Say bye,
Ben.
Guys.
Date night.
Thanks for having me on.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you on the other side, guys. Have a nice night.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice date rape night. Whoa, did everybody just cut out?
Yep.
Whoa, okay. You there?
Hey, Frank. Hey, that doesn't mean you're supposed to go, dum-dum.
I didn't go any fucking where. God damn it.
I gotta go too.
Now I gotta leave so I can come back and screen share because it's not. Well, hold on. Let me see if it'll. God damn it. I didn't do anything.
Oh, there it is. You see now.
I don't know why. Whatever. Anyway. Basically, hey, you want the faster internet? Sorry, only if you have our cable package. And I have multiple articles of this exact thing here. So, excuse me.
Hey, you get to choose your channels now because we're really desperate.
Comcast, if you don't subscribe to cable TV, we won't sell you high-speed internet.
What?
I mean,
you believe that bullshit, Nate?
Yeah, the new thing. They can do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fucking net neutrality. Fuck it.
Oh shit! Here we go.
This one's been updated. Comcast aims to combat cord cutting by limiting major internet speed increases to cable subscribers. Updated. A Comcast spokesperson has reached out to comment on the situation, claiming the company has offered internet-only customers speed boosts of at least 50 megabits per second in more than 24 different states across the U.S. during 2018. Yeah. It's a joke. It's a goddamn joke. I mean,
they were probably. It sounded like that they were fucking with their shit because like that, or Ben's because his speed sounded like it was going down.
Yeah,
like we can understand him for a little bit.
He must have been on Doug's connection.
Yeah.
Look, I like the art they used here. The Comcast users won't get a speed boost to internet users. But basically, yeah. You know why they're doing that? Because they fucking can.
I need that dial-up noise drop.
Welcome, you've got mail. So, yeah, it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yes. I mean, they're like, okay, we're only gonna get subscribers if we cut back on the people who want to watch streaming on us. Well, no, fuck you.
And what do you think how do you think the cable companies feel about this?
Fuck you.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this is exactly what the whole point of like the earlier argument was. It shouldn't matter what you're using the internet for, or you're using it to stream content that's not no. It's got to be slow. You can't go fast. You got to go fast on our magic, internet with our TV package. They're pushing hard. I don't remember where I read it. They're like basically they're pushing hard for a package that doesn't matter anymore. You used to have all the sports channels. You used to have all the whatever. No one gives a fuck. It's all the same anymore.
Right. But
we want a la carte.
How fucked we get. Trump's not gonna admit he did anything wrong.
No, he doesn't care. By the way, SEC Republican gets official warning after pushing for Trump's re-election. If you remember, Michael O'Reilly violated federal ethics law when he publicly called for the re-election of President Trump. Yeah. If you remember, what was that when he got... Where was he when he did this? O'Reilly's called his public statement an off-the-cuff remark, but the OSC said it was a violation of the Hatch Act, a federal law that limits the political activities of federal employees to protect federal employees from political coercion in the workplace. Because basically, it's not whether or not he says, hey, vote for this guy. They don't give a fuck about his actual opinion. But if he's getting a kickback for saying, by the way, I said vote Trump. That's all. That's what it is. But where was it he said it? Was that an NRA thing, or was that just take the warning letter seriously? Sure he does. This article isn't the best. Ars Technica usually has a lot, but this one's hard for me to read for some reason. Who's the other article? I have Politico. That face. Whoop. It looks like he smelled a fart.
I do have to admit though, like, I know we're talking about this article, but like,
go ahead.
I know he's not Doug like he said, but I expect him to have a little bit more opinions on the Apple stuff. At least it's like he doesn't care about hardware that much at all anymore. Like he's like, oh, I just want it to work. It's like all those. I just had a picture in my thought of like those. He's kind of like those guys on, like Zoolander. He's like, the files are in the computer.
Right.
He's like, there's got to be magic, like little people in the computer making things work,
Right. Well, like, when he was doing, he's like, I just asked for the graphics card I would need to be able to run photo. I'm like, well, okay, but you don't know which one you have. You don't. That's why I built one, because I actually wanted to dig into it. I didn't care, he just wants a computer. I got a computer. I want a good computer.
Well, I got into it like because I knew, like doing the 3D stuff or whatever. I knew I would have to have a powerful computer, and I knew I'd have to, like, even when I was growing up, my friend, like I depended on my friend for everything pretty much, like to install stuff or download or pirate or something. Like it was like, he was like, dude, you're going to have to figure all this shit out. You're going to have to really get into the technical stuff because you're like your interests and stuff are technical themselves, the 3D animation and all that stuff, those are highly technical too. So you're really going to have to be into the whole tech world,
Right. That's right. I forgot we had this article when he was at CPAC in February. That's where he came out and said, yeah, vote for Trump. And everyone's like, oh, no, that's illegal. And they're like, yeah, that is. But what are you gonna do?
Right. You have any thoughts, Nate, on anything we just said?
Oh, like you shouldn't break the law when you're a politician.
I want a good computer.
Oh, that?
No,
Yeah.
I was just saying everything's simplified.
Right.
By the way,
like,
happy day.
He used to. Ben seems like he's lost a lot of enthusiasm for like everything, though. I don't know. Am I wrong on that? Like, I mean, you're his brother and stuff. I mean, like,
Yeah.
he used to be more excited about Apple stuff or whatever, you know?
No. He was an Apple fanboy.
I guess if it's not animation, he just doesn't care as much about it.
Nah, he don't give a fuck. But yeah, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller comes to Steam. It's now officially supported.
I mean, you could hook that up with a PC or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You can play your PC games or your Steam games instead of an Xbox controller. You could use a PS4 controller for a minute. I can't remember if Steam supported it.
Well, if you had your choice, though, would you just choose an Xbox one or?
Most games by developers by default when they put like the annotations that come up and say, "Okay, use this button," they're going to be the fucking buttons for an Xbox controller. So,
because it's Microsoft.
Possibility that the buttons are going to be laid out differently could fuck with it. That's why I didn't buy a generic controller. I bought an Xbox one.
You mean like a Mad Catz or some shit?
Right. It's like, you could buy just a controller that plugs in through USB because it's all the same shit. But like then if I play, like I have emulators for my old PlayStation games and whatnot from, first gen, and those they give you a prompt, hey, press triangle, and I'm like, fuck, now I got to have a screen open on the other, I got to have a window open on the other screen to tell me which button corresponds with what. So I fucking know, okay, X is this button and which one's square now. Fuck, and I'm losing. I'm dead already.
That's why I'm really hoping for this all controller.
What?
What the fuck is an all controller?
It works on all gaming systems. Well, besides like N64 and Super Nintendo. And then you can remap all the buttons, and then you can custom adjust the dead zones on your controllers, and then you can add drivers to it in case you get a new system.
Okay, but then when a game prompts you to press whatever, how are you going to know which buttons are what?
Well, I'm assuming you've played on that controller before.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't fucking remember all the letters on the
Nintendo
64.
Yeah, like this right here.
What?
Like, okay, so I'm gonna just know that triangle is the top, square is the left.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I don't have a fucking PlayStation controller. I got this goofy fucker right here.
Yeah, he's a PC master race.
No, I know. It's been the same for like ages.
Okay, but so your controller that can map to anything.
Triangle's the top button. Circle is the bottom on the right. Square is on the left. X is on the bottom.
Okay, so I'm playing a Genesis game, and they say, "Oh, now you got to hit B."
His point is, you still
which one's B, dog?
If you could remember all that stuff,
it'll be the top row and the second button.
Nate, his point though is, even if you could remember every controllers on the face of the planet button combination, you still are going to have to stop and figure out and plot out in your mind what you're working with.
Oh, right? No, that's true.
Right. Okay, yeah, you can map an Xbox controller now to work in Steam. But when it pops up and it goes triangle and I got fucking Y, X, B, and A, which fucking one's triangle?
Oh, you can you can use the controller overlay stickers.
Now you're just bullshitting.
Are you talking? I think he's referring to like software like XPad or. The problem is like most controllers, they don't actually report what the button is into the software. It's just like button 1, button 2.
Right. Like keyboard mapping.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of this bullshit. So this is cool right here. I never thought about it. Why Crysis still melts the fastest gaming PCs a decade after release?
Because it's not optimized.
Shut up.
Shut up, Ted.
No, Crysis was first released for PC in 2007, okay? Right?
Yeah.
So, but to this day, people go, yeah, but can it run Crysis?
Yeah.
I mean...
So it's kind of like Arc, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, Arc got optimized.
Yeah. Not Crysis. No. But, yeah, this whole article is like, well, why is that? And it's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, think about it, though. That's 10 years. I mean, you know, Xbox is considered one of the, what is it? Not Xbox.
360.
No. I went the wrong way. Grand Theft Auto 5 is considered one of the most taxing games visually. You can run it as high a resolution as you want, and it'll just keep going.
So wait, what engine was Crysis developed on?
CryEngine, right?
Hold on. I think the CryEngine, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought this was interesting because, you know, I've heard this, and you know, building a computer when everyone's like, yeah, you know, blah blah, but can it run Crysis? And you're like, whoa, yeah, CryEngine.
It's probably draw calls.
I mean, it's a big ass article. 10 years is a long fucking time.
Yep.
So you know,
but is Crysis like the GTA where you could pretty much go as like the sky's the limit with the settings?
I don't know. I don't know all the actual tweaks. I don't have Crysis. I figured I can't run it, so what's the fucking point?
Right.
But you know,
are you gonna? Did you get a copy of Far Cry yet?
Me? No. Are you kidding? I dumped all that money on Wolfenstein. I got to beat that first.
Well, you're always talking about, hey, I got this other game or whatever, and like I joked, I said, man, you spend more time on Steam than you actually do playing the game.
Yeah, and I told them, I'm like, dude, they do have achievements.
They got achievements for you, like in the store or something?
No, like just like in the community. If you like post a review, it's this, you get this badge. If you own this many games, you get this badge. If you
if you trade this badge for those badge.
Yeah, I mean they got trading cards, and there's a whole thing about that. Just ask Nate Dogg.
Oh yeah.
But anyway. This summed it up pretty much. All I want to do is watch other people play video games. Like, people I work with that have kids, they said all they fucking do is when they're not playing Fortnite, they're watching YouTube videos of other people playing fucking Fortnite. No, this was the title of the article, but when I pull up the actual article link, it goes NewYorkTimes.com, blah, 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 Fortnite. Because that's the hot one at the moment. But I mean, that's what they've actually got. Look at land's dead, man. I mean, there's all these fucking people got folding chairs and shit, but there's a whole article about it, but yeah, it's I read somewhere they said that like watching people on YouTube play a video game gives you the satisfaction that you played it, so you feel like you don't have to. That's why I tried not to watch spoilers for stuff. Like, I watched a couple of playthroughs of like a level or two, but then I go, okay, I have to get it and play it my fucking self, because if I watch this guy complete it, then I'll have that feeling of completion to where I won't care. I guess it's like if you see the movie, do I need to read the book? Unless you're, you know, balls deep invested in it, I guess. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. I hope there's a way to combat that, in the future.
Yeah, there is. It's called turning YouTube off. I can't do that.
Anyway. Different game choices, because it hurts video game developers.
Right. What it's like making a living from designing Twitch emotes. Never sell for less than minimum wage, says illustrator Allison Henderson. Like when you're on Twitch, if you've got explain to Ian, because Twitch, right?
Right.
But if you got so many followers, you get your own emoji or emoticon.
Right.
And a lot of the people who Twitch, stream aren't actually artistic. They just play a video game and talk about it. Imagine that. So they get somebody to make a emoji. Outside a few basic rules: layout, type brass, no profanity, no copyright infringement, a maximum of 2 kappa derivatives. Channel exclusive emotes. Once you subscribe to somebody, you can get an emoji for them. And apparently that's what this girl does, is she makes them. So I thought that was interesting. It's a peek inside of somebody else's world. It's a market that I never even thought about.
Oh yeah.
But I've seen people post, oh man, I need, if you need someone to do it, hit me up. That's what I do. And you're like, what? And I enjoy artists. I don't know what kind of software, whether it's just a dedicated app that's all it does is it constrains in the confines of how many pixels, whatever, by default, or if they're using Photoshop or Paint or GIMP.
Yeah.
But there's, she's got there's a Twitch videos that are basically them doing artwork. Like there's in the creative section of Twitch. I also follow people in the IRL, in real life, where they're literally doing whatever the hell they do at their house. Like the one guy just walks around his house cleaning his apartment, watching, reading shit on the internet. So it's interesting to see. I mean, this whole thing came about from people going, I want to watch this guy play a video game. I want to watch this guy play. And now there's a job market. So
well, I kind of zoned out on the last one. Is that kind of what you guys were talking about? Because I thought we did an article a while ago about it's ruining the industry. People just watching all the Let's Plays and all that stuff. Is that what the article was about?
No. The article was it was deeper than that. It was a really big article. I didn't try to breathe through it, really. It was more of a discussion piece because it was so long and deep. I didn't want to read part of it and make people think that's what the whole thing was about. I wanted to encourage readers to read for themselves.
Right. Well,
it was more of a discussion piece, and like you said, you were zoning out. So
well, it's just I kind of agreed. The main video game that comes to mind when I hear about that is the Life is Strange. I love watching that and everything on YouTube, but I'll never play it just because it's pretty much just a storyline that you follow.
Like a visual novel?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. A visual novel.
I have visual novels. I also have Life is Strange, and I've purposely avoided watching YouTube videos because I don't remember if I got it for free or if I paid money for it, but yeah, I wouldn't play it probably if I watched the fucking YouTube videos. So
right.
Oh
yeah. By the way, I forgot. I would just Nate, have you seen on YouTube or maybe even played it yet? Is that PC Builder Simulator?
I have heard of it, and it is ridiculous because they're like, "Oh, remove a virus to run antivirus software." But yeah, it's hilarious because it's got official support from actual
vendors and stuff, right?
Vendors, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Hey, mate, we did an article about it. I mean,
we did.
That Jay played and everything. I was meaning to watch his live stream, but then that's a couple hours or whatever. Got to invest in watching him play that shit, Jay. But I mean, my whole thing was that'd be cool if they did a battle station type of thing where you could customize your whole area.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do battle station wars on the PC builder simulator, you know.
Right.
But anyways, go on, Frank.
So like how these couple articles have basically been about Twitch. I've got one that's Dr. Disrespect loses his mind over emotes mocking him. Twitch bans all the emotes. Basically, this he plays a character. See, he wears a fucking wig and has a goofy mustache. And he's playing Fortnite or whatever. And he and his wife, he was open, he was, married at one point. And then he and his wife split up because of his infidelity. And he decided to be open and transparent about that. When he made cheating on his wife a public thing in hopes of being transparent and keeping his fans up to date, it of course became ammunition for the trolls. In recent days, a certain channel emote from another popular streamer, Orson, became somewhat of a meme to mock Dr. Disrespect, and the doc was not a fan. Other channels, I believe were around 29 total, also made similar emotes mocking transparency. The doc finally tweeted to hit out all the trolls. So basically, they're like, oh yeah, transparent, and they made all these, emojis to fuck with them. And I had 2 articles about it. I thought it was kind of wild that Twitch goes, okay, fuck it, we're gonna ban them then. You can't use the emotes anymore because it's that's exactly what they should do. If they're just doing it to fuck with a guy, and that's all the purpose of it, then that's what they're supposed to do. You would think that's literally being a troll. That's harassment. They shouldn't drag their feet on it. They shouldn't go, well, we tried this, and no. I got Dexter Toe and Kotaku had articles about it, and I thought that was interesting. So that's it for my gamer news. Now some what the fuck news. For that ass. Russia launched a floating nuclear power plant this week. I'll let that sink in for a second.
What did you say? I'm sorry, I was talking over you.
I said Russia launched... Hold on. Close this head. Russia launched a floating nuclear power plant this weekend.
What?
2 nuclear reactors will provide power to an oil town off Russia's eastern coast. St. Petersburg, Russia, April 28th. The Akademik Lomonosov, a barge containing 2 nuclear reactors, leaves St. Petersburg. This was right after the show. I'm like, fucking really? I was like, I need to not do so many articles. I'm not going to forward myself a bunch of shit. And then I'd open up my phone, and this was a fucking headline.
So pretty much they have like a shield fortress.
Yeah, they got a nuclear power plant bombing. That's like what could go wrong? Godzilla. It's a fucking barge with a nuclear fucking reactor on it. I mean,
so basically, a floating nuclear bomb. Then,
I mean,
what happens if it doesn't float anymore?
We all die.
And what the fuck do you think it would happen?
No, I'm saying if it floats over Russia, wouldn't Russia take most of it?
I doubt they're keeping it in Russian waters. I don't know. I'm not going to read it because the title was so clickbaity and I had to share it.
I would think if, like, I know when they were saying like EMP bombs and stuff, they're actually more deadlier when they're higher up because like all the the whole pulse can travel farther or whatever. Like I think it would kind of like be the same way where it'd actually be worse than Fukushima because that shit could drift way further, in the air. All the radiation, wouldn't you think?
I have no idea.
I think that's like a very bad thing. I mean, like, what was their whole thing with it? Like, they wanted to have a portable reactor or something?
Hold on, I already closed it. 1 second.
Are they going to try to do some Nikola Tesla shit and beam the electricity down or something?
The actual article says... told to Dusseldorf. The project has not been without kinds of delays.
If they die, they die.
If everyone dies, everyone dies. Whoopsie. I don't know. Fucking Russians. And Netflix and Amazon joined the battle against Cody pirates. Set TV is a company that offers 500 channels of premium content for $20 per month, but it hasn't found some startling new revenue stream. It's showing unauthorized content from broadcasters like Disney, NBC, and others, according to a lawsuit filed in California this week. The service has apps that work with devices like Amazon's own Fire TV, as well as NVIDIA's Shield and pretty much any Android device. Kodi, the open-source video streaming app, is also a way to watch the Set TV streams. And while Kodi itself is legal, it suffers a lot with plugins, which are most certainly not. So this is same old there. You know, a plugin for Kodi happens to be illegal and infringing, and it's got content from Amazon, content from Netflix, and they go, hold on there, Scout.
So, like, what are they trying to do? Just ban Kodi on any of those devices, or
no? Hold on.
Like, how are these streaming services getting involved?
Amazon and Netflix have joined the likes of Disney and Paramount in fighting companies which infringe their copyright in this way. The lawsuit claims $150,000 for each work, which means the service would be liable for hundreds of millions of dollars if found to be infringing. It's not clear from the Set TV site if it offers Netflix and Amazon, but other broadcast channels are mentioned. Even so, it's now very much in the interest of Amazon and Netflix to work with traditional rights holders to stamp out this kind of infringement. So basically, they're trying to set a precedent, is what it is. They're, you know, because like Stranger Things is big, and they don't want people to be streaming that, so they want to say, okay, well, we'll come after you too. I don't know if the shit's on there, but we want you to stop it.
Well, wouldn't it be sad though if eventually one day it's going to be like Kodi's going to be forced to be like, well, you could only have our plugins.
I mean,
or no plugins at all. The plugins are pretty much.
Well, that's the thing about Kodi. Kodi is so customizable. I don't think it'll ever go away because that's what Plex is. It was a fork of Kodi. You know, it's open source. I mean, really, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. If they take it away, you know what's going to happen? People are just going to go back to the last version that worked, and then just make another fucking fork.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
I mean, and they're not coming down on Kodi. Kodi TV is not actually the one being sued here. It's this Set TV or whatever the hell Set TV. So these people hosting the shit, they're actually the ones being sued. So, right. I mean, people will use our product for illegal things, and good thing it's not us.
Yeah.
That'd be like people who sell knives going, oh, they use our knives to kill people? Oh, darn.
Well, I mean, people get guilted over that shit. Like, look at that. You ever see any documentaries on that one house that's supposed to be haunted, that Winchester house?
No.
Like, I forget it. Like, I think she like killed herself because she was, you know, like she helped make the Winchester rifle, and then like it was like responsible for like a lot of death or whatever. You know, people used it in a certain way. You know, even if she meant it for defense or whatever, you know.
Well, I think these people are going to go, well, are they still going to give us some money? Well, then, fuck it. But anyway, speaking of Amazon, I saw this article and it touched really close to my heart here. Somebody's puppy was stolen by an Amazon delivery driver, but they fucking returned it after the owner emailed Jeff Bezos. And the worst part about this story is a miniature schnauzer puppy. We have a miniature schnauzer. So it's fucked up that the dog got, they were kidnapped by the driver because they fucking got returned after he emailed Bezos. Why would Bezos know anything about it if it wasn't one of his dudes doing it? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And there's more than one article on this. I love Amazon's, their speed of delivery, their amount of products you can get, their prime shipping. They come out with new ways to innovate. But goddamn, dude, you got to do a Starbucks on this. When Starbucks fucked up and had those two guys arrested for nothing, the owner said, no, we didn't fucking do this. Someone else fucked up, and we're gonna eat shit to apologize and kiss that. And they closed the store, and they're gonna fucking do training and sensitivity training, and they're giving the guys an undisclosed amount of money to make it go away. They're doing exactly what they should. This is what I think Amazon's gonna have.
What about the bathroom thing?
What bathroom thing? We had an article last week about them peeing in jars. Yeah.
No. It's basically a white guy asked to use the restroom and without purchasing anything, and they're like, "Yeah, here's the bathroom key," and then a black guy.
Yeah, there was a video about that, but that guy didn't get arrested though. The two guys before got arrested. Man. Well, yeah, but they did. That guy was being loud though. If he had been a little more calm in his anger, because he was videotaping it himself, it would have been a little more convincing. But when he was getting mad and made it racial, that was different. But either way, it's bad publicity. This is just, they're gonna end up like United, where the fucking everything with pets they fuck up now. And I won't fly the motherfuckers if they are killing dogs.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, I support and believe in Amazon as a company.
Yeah, they're just as evil as everybody else, though.
Right.
Corporate, but whatever.
Well, but the thing is like anybody could work for them, like fuck the people get into the military,
That's true. But speaking of dogs, this last story, report, DNA testing company could not tell the difference between human and dog DNA. Dog may be man's best friend and even genetically similar to humans, but to boot, there are enough key differences that shouldn't be too hard to distinguish between human and doggy DNA. And yet an investigation into home DNA testing kits by NBC Chicago found that at least one DNA testing company could not distinguish between the two. As part of the investigation into the accuracy of home testing kits, NBC Chicago sent in the DNA of Bailey, a Labrador retriever, to several companies. Most companies reported back that the DNA was unreadable. But one, Origin 3 with 3 and failed to note that Bailey was not human, the network said. They sell lifestyle DNA tests. Pause this fucking video down here before I get flagged. They sell lifestyle DNA tests that purport to give consumers advice on things like diet and exercise. I tried a bunch of the company's tests last year and found that it was mostly a bunch of useless data. So basically, they're full of shit. They're full of shit. Pretty puppy. That's my last
article, though.
Huh?
Why did you bring that article up then?
Because it's so clickbaity. Come on now. You can't tell the difference between a human and a dog. Oh, we'll tell you all about yourself. You might be a dog, but still.
Right.
Wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
I forgot I should have put in a link to the one article I also wanted to talk about was did you hear supposedly there's like a roadblock we might not be able to do anything with that CRISPR? You know what CRISPR is?
Yeah, you talked about it before.
Yeah, it's basically a gene editing technique, and I guess I forget what they were saying in the video, but like I was saying that like because of your immune system or whatever might fight it off, and we might there might be alternative ways to work around it, but might have a roadblock for genetic engineering. So I don't know if some people could say that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. It's up to you to decide.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
What was the dog's high school yearbook quote?
I don't know.
High school was rough.
I'm not giving that one to you.
You fucking give it to me, you motherfucker.
Wait, what?
You give it to me, motherfucker. Come on.
You take that.
There you go. You take that
Well,
dog.
yeah,
Okay, are we doing Would You Rather or...
I would rather not.
Okay, well, it's 2 a.m. and my butt hurts. This cushion, no working.
Yeah, you're right. It is 1:40 in the
Well,
morning.
we started late as shit.
It doesn't matter what time regardless, we're gonna be in the next day.
Right. I have to get up in 4 hours, so.
Well, have fun with that.
Oh, I will. I'll go back to sleep.
And then you'll go back to sleep when you wake up again later tomorrow or today.
Actually, no, I don't do that. Like, once I get up and let the dogs out and shit, I'm awake until a couple hours, and then I'll doze off, but not right at, like, a couple hours later.
Yeah, but like, when's the part of the day when you said you pretty much sleep all day on Saturday?
Yeah, I'll sleep till like noon.
So
that's not super late on a Saturday.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought there was like a day where you're like, you got up, it was like at night or whatever, and then for a couple hours, and then you went back to sleep.
Yeah, I slept all day once, and my wife's like, "You're not gonna be able to sleep," and I'm like, "Watch," and then I did.
Yeah, watch me.
Watch me. Watch me. I was so fucking tired. I slept for like. I took a nap at like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up. It was an afternoon or evening. She's like, "You're not going to be able to go to sleep." And then I went to sleep. I was like, challenge accepted.
No, there's no in between with Frank.
Yeah, I'm one extreme or the other.
His mind is fucking racing, and he's got that constant stream.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're just like fucking passed out.
Yeah, and like I'm real particular and crazy. I gotta like have lights out, TV off, none of the fucking little lights bothering me. No, like this room where I have the monitors, since I don't turn them off because then I'd have to reach around and turn them back on. So the only one I actually turn off is the TV because it has a remote. I wait for the timer to just go off, so I have to go into the next room. I shut the door so the lights don't keep me awake.
Wow.
I can't sleep.
Why don't you just get one of those blindfolds?
I can't sleep with it. It's not comfortable. I tried once.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't work. I feel like there's some asshole covering my face. Peekaboo, motherfucker. No.
I agree. I'm kind of like the same way with the earplugs. Like when you lay on your side or whatever, and you can feel it in your ear, it's like uncomfortable.
No, I wouldn't do that. I have something wrong with my hearing. Like my alarm clock is on my right side, and if I sleep on my right side, I can't hear it. My wife has to nudge me. Hey, the alarm's going off, and then I sit up and I can fucking hear it.
Hey Frank, the house is on fire. Frank.
Right. Sounds like I want to sleep through that. Well, okay. Well, thanks for being on the show, everybody.
Sure. Thanks for coming on. Thanks to Ben and Solange. And to boot. That's how you started your article. And to boot.
Nate, are you still awake?
That a boot?
I'm still awake.
Not for long, huh?
Meh.
No, dude. When we.
Oh no.
Hello?
What happened?
Oh, I guess it kicked me out now, finally.
Eventually, we're all going to be kicked out.
Right.
That's why Google does it.
Yeah, that's Google's being. I don't know what
Asshole.
it's being. Yeah. But we stayed up until noon the next day.
Yeah, I haven't done that since I was in like 9th grade.
Well, Nate's crazy. He won't leave until you tell him to leave.
Yeah, I don't have any concept of time. Never have.
No, I don't either. That's why I know about rain meter. I put a big clock on one of my screens so I could look over and go, "Oh my god, it's fucking midnight." That little time on the corner of the all my monitors have the time on the corner. Do I look at it? No. No.
I think he said some of the medication he has to take is like, cause I asked him if hey, did you go back to sleep after that? And he's like, I don't think I did.
Didn't he fall asleep once on the show?
He did. You were really tired that day, though, huh?
Oh yeah.
He had a big day.
He had a big day.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here because my ass hurts, guys. So thanks for coming on the show. Play me off, keyboard dog. Guitar dog. Boobs.
Shot is 0.